viewers, welcome to our Spider News segment. We've not done one of these since 2006, and I don't know if you've been on the internet this past week, but a certain trailer blew up the internet. It was Dumb and Dumber 3. No, it was something with Tom Holland, I think, Zendaya possibly. I know my buddy Josh saw it, right? You saw it.
Definitely. Over and over again, watching everything, picking apart it with Easter eggs and that. Oh, yeah.
Right. So, yeah, we're going to be breaking this down. So that ought to be fun. So welcome. We haven't had you on the show, I don't think, in 2026, have we?
No, I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah, it's been a minute. Been busy.
You've been working.
A lot. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Let's see who else we have on the show. We have Christina. What's going on, Christina?
Oh, not much. I've got internet back. I was without it for almost a week.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Without a week, did you wear a patch? I would have to wear a patch. Like I'm a smoker quitting. Oh my gosh. Got to have your internet. Come on now.
We made it.
All right. Let me guess. Was someone from the internet company in the back, like Clark Griswold, just suddenly plugged it in and poof, you have internet?
Well, that was me.
Oh, that was you.
I got it.
You were Christina Griswold. Okay, I see.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Someone that was there when the internet was invented. Well, hell, so was I. JR, what's going on?
I was there with Al Gore when he invented it. Yeah, hey, I hear in a few years, Josh is probably going to become an American citizen, right? When, Manitoba and Saskatchewan and, Alberta all become states. So, we'll have a party then, Josh. I thought I got some bad news today when I heard that Chuck Norris had died. But to be honest, Chuck Norris didn't die. He actually just left to fight death, and he will return.
Yeah. So he will return in Avengers Doomsday.
He will return in Avengers Doomsday. I love that. That's pretty good. All right. And last but not least, we have not had him on in 2026. We have George. What's going on, George? Whoa, that's the back end of a cat. Oh,
yeah. Linus, please. This is a family show.
Hey, yo. Wait, we just got demonetized. Oh, my God. Jesus.
Linus.
Hey, yo. That's more your cat than I've ever wanted to see, dude.
Wow.
Well, and that's why we've not had you on since 2025.
Be a good boy. Make good choices.
Wow, that was not a good choice, Linus. My goodness.
My friends texted me earlier today to tell me that Chuck Norris had passed away. Yeah. And then at work on the radio communication system that I have to be on, security announced it over internally for all the other employees. And I texted my friends back and I told them, I said, Death didn't go to Chuck Norris and tell him it was time. Chuck Norris told Death he was ready to roll.
Yeah.
You guys are, George and JR especially, are going to find this shocking. I'm not the biggest Chuck Norris fan. I never really watched his movies, and I didn't watch Texas Walker Ranger or Walker Texas Ranger.
That doesn't surprise me because you like things that suck a lot of the time.
Hence our friendship.
Wow.
I was just going to say he'll get the Chuck Norris movies after he gets through his Care Bear videos.
Now Care Bears, I can talk, Mr. Grumpy Bear over there, Mr. Goblin Bear, Mr. Stegron Bear. Oh my God, you do have a Care. Don't give me crap, and you got a Care Bear within reach. Oh my God,
that's Grumpy Bear.
Wait, there was no other doubt what bear you were. So anyway, this is Spider News. If you're new to the show, we've only been doing it 20 years, but this year. So we take the latest Spider headlines. JR brings the funny. We bring the funny. Spider stories you will not see anywhere else on the internet being discussed.
Yeah, there's probably a good reason for that.
We'll do the main topics like the trailer, etc. But one thing we used to do at the very top of every Spider News, we used to read Apple podcast reviews. We used to read comments from the viewers. We haven't had an Apple podcast review in over a year, so we don't have anything.
I blame the producer.
What the hell? What am I going to go knock on doors? Leave me a review? What kind of narcissist am I? What the hell? Anyway,
you'll be right up there with Dan Slott begging people to read his Spider-Man comic.
Don't jump ahead, but that was funny.
Don't jump ahead. Look who's talking.
You
my jokes all the time.
You understood the assignment. I love it.
It's right there in my on my video information.
I know.
It's in my name and in my headline or whatever.
I see it. Okay, so we have Spotify comments and reviews. So I'm going to pop some of those up and we'll discuss what they say. We have this one from Conflict Star. It says, "Hey, at any point in this Spider-Man podcast, are you going to talk about the things that you like about Spider-Man, or are all you just hate reading at this point?"
We hate read, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
So, Conflict Star, if you listen to the show in the last 20 years, we do a segment called Pros and Cons. And generally the pros are what we like about the book or the item that we're talking about. The cons are what we have problems with. I haven't seen a show where we all agree normally. And if we're saying things that you don't like, that's fine. That's fine. Everyone's granted their opinions. But we've said positive things off and on during the Zeb Wells run, the Dan Slott run, the Joe Kelly run, etc. There are positives and there are negatives. I'm not particularly a fan of this Spider-Man in space story. I like pigs in space, but I don't like Spider-Man in space.
Brad's nickname is literally, I give it about a B.
Yeah. So Conflict Star. Now, I'm sorry that you think we're very negative, but we try to have pros and cons with every review.
Next time I'm over there visiting Brad.
Yeah.
If that ever happens again. But if that ever happens again, I'm gonna sit down and talk to Wendy and explain that on the dark day when you do expire and shuffle loose the mortal coil. When they put you into God's good earth, your tombstone needs to say, I give it a
B. Or don't forget to go to patreon.com/crawlspace. This funeral's not cheap.
Douglas, refresh me.
Refresh me. I like that. Refresh me. I like that. Yeah.
Or we picked this tombstone because I like the cover.
Oh man.
What was it? What Jack Parr or Johnny Carson or someone? Who owned Wheel of Fortune? Who produced Wheel of Fortune?
Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin. On his tombstone it says, "I will not be right back." I thought that was pretty clever. Okay, so
Leslie Nielsen's grave in L.A. has a bench right next to where his tombstone is, and if you sit on the bench, it makes a fart noise.
Oh my God, that's the best! That's the best.
Yeah, George, doesn't his stone? I mean, and that's serious. Doesn't his stone say "Let it rip"?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing like good gravestone humor. We're moving on to another comment from Spotify from Barry Reese. Barry says, "I don't know what you guys want. If they do street level stories or another gang war, you complain about having read it all before. If they do something different, it's not, quote, a real Spider-Man story." Referencing podcast 874.
Oh,
so,
what podcast was that?
I don't know. It's probably Zeb Wells' gang war. If I guess.
I mean, it's Zeb Wells, dude.
Let me see what podcast 874 was. Oh, no, it's a recent one. Published December 10th, 2025.
Oh, on there.
Well, Barry, again, I will say what I said to the previous poster. There are things that we like. There are things that we don't like. Just like you do. So,
I mean, as a Spider-Man fan, you have to accept the fact that things for the last 20 years have been dramatically bad compared to the years previous.
Unless you joined within the last 20 years. And this may be the best Spider-Man you've ever seen, like Josh.
No.
Okay, Josh.
Doesn't mean this is the best.
Now this one,
he brings up gang war as an example of a story we should have enjoyed. That's not saying much for his threshold. I mean, he should have picked a different one if he wanted to make that argument.
Yeah. We also had let me pop this comment up. We have some comments on YouTube that I thought would be fun to discuss before we get into the news. And let me pull this up. It's on. Here we go. Okay, so this one is from ESKW. Let me pause this YouTube video up here. ESKW7HQ, 23 hours ago, he posted this. It says, I stopped listening to the podcast because the books were unbearable. But I heard Norman was Spidey now, and I had to find out what the hell was going on. It's all still stupid, but man, I did miss JR. The maple leaf joke killed me, LOL. Do you remember the maple leaf joke, JR? I don't remember. What? Refresh me.
I don't know. It's probably was making fun of Canadians at the time, but
it was 3 years ago. Well,
I really don't remember. I don't remember. I really
Okay. So we are going to talk about the brand new Day trailer, and I'll add. I'm not going to play the whole video, but I'll pause and we'll just talk about little bits of the trailer, what we liked. But first, let's go round robin. And what's your immediate thoughts on the trailer, Josh? What'd you think of it?
I loved it. I cannot wait for this movie.
Yeah. Favorite parts of the trailer? What did you like the most?
Oh man, and you'll hear this whenever I review comics too. I am a sucker for a good splash page. That montage there where he's taking on Boomerang and Tarantula. That just a gorgeous splash page worthy stuff there. That was really good.
Christina, first impressions of the trailer?
I loved it. I got some 90s Spider-Man animated series vibes with him in the cocoon and maybe turning into Man Spider a little bit, and plus the other as well. So I dug that.
Yeah, I saw John Semper, the producer of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. He's complaining again. He was like, "Can I at least get a name? Can I at least get a shout out?" Yeah, I know. JR, I was looking that way too. JR, your thoughts on the trailer? Immediate reaction after you saw it?
I was going to say, I don't think that idea is unique to him. But anyway, I give it a B. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm going to be perfectly honest. And, when One More Day came out, after No Way Home, I thought, if they never make another Spider-Man movie, that's fine. That's it. That was almost kind of the cherry on the top. So, I'm coming into this one with very muted expectations, and I mean, there were some great shots in the trailer, but overall, when the first thing we see is that asshat Ned, and it's like, oh God, I wanted to forget him too, and. I mean, and nothing against the actor whatsoever. But God, that character's just a friend grifter, But so here it's like so that kind of already brought it down a grade. But anyway, it was an okay trailer, but not one that would make me say, "Oh God, I got to see this now." Not like No Way Home ones.
Have you never liked the Ned character? I mean, should be called. What Donkey for all
Junkie?
Not Junkie. Junkie.
I don't.
Can you imagine if Spider-Man had a friend named Junkie? Hey man, you got some money? I need a 20. Yeah.
I don't. I don't know if they didn't.
His name was Harry.
Yeah.
Harry Junkie Osborne.
I'll be here all week, folks. Tip your waitress.
That's pretty good.
That'll fit in with the story later, won't it? Spider News story. But anyway. But no, I don't like that. I mean, it's like if you wanted to go with somebody who wasn't, pale as a ghost, you could have picked Randy Robertson, and that would have eventually led you to Jonah and the Bugle or whatever. The character, he was a grifter. He wants to hang around Peter because he's Spider-Man, and he tells everybody at a party that Peter knows Spider-Man because he wants it to elevate it himself. And I don't want a friend like that. But anyway.
He's got new glasses, got a new hairstyle, slimmed down a little
makes
bit.
All the
looks
difference
like too.
in the world.
Okay, yeah. All right. So JR doesn't like Ned. So George, instant reaction once you saw it.
Underwhelmed.
Oh, why?
There was nothing about this that grabbed me by the ears and made me want to drive 4 hours to see you and see this movie.
Damn.
Nothing.
Damn. What? Why? What was underwhelming?
I don't know. I'm just it's acting like like it wants me to be into certain things, and I'm just like, I'm never going to be into those things.
But it's street level, and we've talked about street level Spider-Man's the best Spider-Man.
It's street level Spider-Man with the Hulk.
Yeah. What the hell?
What do you say to Brad, George?
Brad, the Hulk is not street level.
Yeah, there has been so many. Hey, witness protection. I can't talk to you with fur in between us. My God.
Listen, love me, love my cat, Brad. This is not negotiable.
Well, I've seen more of your cat
He's
than
my
I've seen
son.
some friends.
You're just some dude.
Well, you tell your son to put some pants on and put his ass away.
No more butthole.
Thank you.
But no, I mean, like,
Tell Linus the internet's forever.
That sounds like something that was probably said at a Diddy party. But anyway,
Oh, gee.
What? Oh
Anyway.
my goodness.
Okay, so first of all, going back to the 60s, Spider-Man and the Hulk have had a history. Hey, you want to join the Avengers? Go beat up the Hulk.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to go fight Secret Wars? He's holding a mountain up for you. When Mary Jane was suspected dead, he fought the Hulk, and he says, "Oh, Hulk's wife, Bugman's wife dead. Hulk wife dead too."
It's
I mean, the
literally
Hulk and Spider-Man
high
have a
point-
long history.
Literally the high point of Mackey's writing on the book. But no, I'm not saying that they don't have a history, and I know, Brad, that there's no one on this earth that's looking forward to that more than you. And I was watching the trailer, and I was like, I don't actually see the Hulk. We just have Banner, who I hate, by the way.
What?
I have hated Banner since Infinity War, when they turned Banner and Hulk into like a little pansy that was scared of Thanos and didn't want to come out. I'm sorry. If knowing what I know of the Hulk, if something kicks the Hulk's ass, the Hulk's not going to be scared of it. The Hulk's going to want a second shot at it.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you that the Hulk got taken down by Thanos within 1 minute, and
Yeah,
it took
so I'm
20 minutes for him to fight Thor in the gladiator ring.
every time I see Ruffalo now, it just reminds me that this is one of those things they could probably recast, and it would be a different character.
Well, they have. Anyway, did you notice the thing on his hand? That's probably repressing. I think that might be the hand that was injured when he was holding the.
That was the device he had in She-Hulk that helps him repress from turning into the Hulk.
Well, in the She-Hulk, he was all Banner. I mean, he was all Hulk. He wasn't really Banner that much.
He still had that device on, but then it got wrecked in the accident and stuff, and he returned back into Smart Hulk and stuff. So he might have just rebuilt it. So
Yeah, he was also wearing that in like the end credit scene of Shang-Chi, I believe.
yes,
Yeah. So it's going to be real easy for them to destroy that, and the Hulk's going to come out. And the debate is that going to be Gray Hulk or Green Hulk, Savage Hulk?
I suspect it may be Gray Hulk, and that's why they're not showing it to us.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee Sony would love to have a Green Hulk in this, because they know Green Hulk will put asses in seats. But we didn't get that here.
Yeah, but Gray Hulk is a new toy line.
Yeah.
I'm not. The synergy is obvious. I'm just saying, it would make sense for them to not show us Hulk if he's going to be gray.
Jose Taco says it's Salvage Hulk. Is that like Sanford and Son with the Salvage? No, I think you meant Savage Hulk.
then there's going to be 10,000 links on whatever news aggregator that you use about Gray Hulk and what that means, or every Screen Rant article. Marvel officially such and such Gray Hulk, such and such. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I pointed out on the Discord. Every article now, just about from Screen Rant, has officially DC officially, Marvel officially.
Yep.
And it's always a bait and switch. Like they're making you think about the movie, and they really just just slow news days. Or here's a comics article. Yeah.
Let's go to chat a little bit before we start breaking the trailer down. ESKW, who we just talked about, he's glad JR is back. He goes, lucky me, I get JR and George while randomly checking in. What is the top row up here? Are we chopped liver? What about Christina, Josh, and myself?
I mean, Brad, it's like a butcher shop. You put your best cut down in the front.
Well, we definitely have a lot of ham.
Oh.
Says the guy whose head looks like a hard-boiled egg. I mean, really.
Wow.
Hey, it's Easter's near. And also, every time you insult a follicle, you lose 3.
That explains it.
You've been insulting me for 20 years.
That explains it. Oh, my God.
What
we got Heroing. Do y'all think Jonah's going to be in the movie due to Scorpion being in it? I hope they establish that connection in the movie.
I don't know. I kind of hope Jonah's not in it. I really hate the MCU Jonah. I really hate the MCU Jonah. That's Jonah, but not Jonah. But Jonah, but not Jonah.
Yeah.
But Jonah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate Jonah with hair.
I think Scorpion already has a motive to dislike Spider-Man.
Or I
mean, Scorpion has a motive.
I hate bald Jonah.
Parker. So.
Wait, someone explain this to me because I don't get it. On our Discord, people were going crazy because Mando shows his face. And I don't understand what the hell that even means. I get that Mando is the actor playing Scorpion, and I get that he's not wearing a mask, but like, am I supposed to be excited about Mando?
It's about the fact that like it has been a decade since it's finally we're getting a plot like that empty plot hole continued of like we've been waiting on Scorpion since the end of Homecoming.
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad the actor's back. I mean, I like the continuity. That's fine. I liked him in Breaking Bad. He was cool.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Neo, the 197. George, doesn't Spidey team up with heroes who aren't street level in the comics?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I'm not against having a street level story. Don't get me wrong. Brad's thing was, well, it's street level, George, and I'm like, well, it's got the Hulk in it. How street level really is that?
Well, Hulk level streets, man. Come on now,
Brad.
Yeah,
Brad, you're reaching on that one real hard.
I'll reach and slap you. I'm just kidding. I missed our banter. I like it. I missed it.
What happened with Spider Jeopardy?
Well, someone to your left here just wasn't able to do it, and something came up, and yeah, we need to do Spider Jeopardy. I agree.
Because every year I work on these questions, and we had the 2-year thing. We had the one thing where I was in the hospital and couldn't do it, and then we had the other thing last year, and it was you went 2 years after I was in the hospital because you just like being champion for 2 years, and then just nothing this year. I just never came back, and then I don't even think we did Christmas, did we?
No, we didn't do Christmas. I'm sorry, I got busy. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, we can do Spider Jeopardy. What if we do it during the summer when we have more time? I think that'd be kind of fun. Let's see. I'm excited to see Michael Mando as Scorpion. Really want to see Marvin Jones III as Tombstone. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Del Boy 3K1. Problem is, read a Spider-Man comic from the 70s. You didn't read a present Spider-Man comic. And ask yourself, is there a positive in present Spidey comics? Oh, there's not all negative. I've enjoyed seeing Norman as Spider-Man. I mean,
yeah, but again, as we've established many times, you like stuff that sucks.
Mr. Comics says JR was there when they invented smoke signals. He wrote it on the cave walls. Jeez, Mr. Comics. And then he says, "Oh, missed you guys."
Oh, he's getting the list.
I know. Oh! Look at this, Mr. Comics is already on the list. We know, even I know this.
There you go. There with Peter Palmer and naturally Tyson. Tyson's still on there.
Tyson hasn't watched the show in years.
For all we know, Tyson's dead.
Oh, gee. What's on his tombstone? Let's go back to that. No.
Wow.
Trayvon, this is going to be a good Spider News episode. Oh, little do you know. Just kidding. It's always fun when we get all this together. Jose Taco says, friend told him and Hulk and Punisher being in the movie over a year ago, he works for Marvel. Those are the only two Marvel agreed to loan Sony. Sony wanted Wolverine, I believe. Yeah, they're going to have to write a big check for Hugh Jackman if they want that.
Well, they're not getting Wolverine. If what we're hearing about Secret Wars is true, they're not getting Wolverine.
What? That Hugh Jackman's in Secret Wars?
Well, supposedly Secret Wars is supposed to be Spidey and Wolverine centric.
Spider-Man and what centric?
Wolverine.
Oh. Okay, so let's break the trailer down a little bit. I'll fast forward a little bit. We'll just discuss. I think it's a great opening shot. Him hanging upside down on a building. Your perspective is just messed up a little bit. Some people said his butt is making him stick to the thing, but no, he's holding it with his hands right here, the girder.
I mean, knowing what I know of Spider-Man, it would make sense if he could stick to a girder with his butt.
Well,
Like, it's not just his hands and feet that are sticky. All of them are sticky. It's just,
Well, it's not sticky.
Right.
He's got little hairs that come out of his
yeah.
of his fingers.
So you can see where he's grabbing the girder right here, and he's moving over. Check. What do you think of these new web shooters? Looks like he doesn't have a Stark tech anymore, which is nice.
it's nice. It is very reminiscent of the ones that he had like in his homemade suit. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see him building web shooter fluid in his apartment and stuff like that. So, we have a shot of Zendaya. I guess he's following his exes on their Instagram or whatever it is.
This part is weird to me, and
Why?
I'll tell you because this feels like he's stalking Mary Jane. And I had the same issue in the Brandon Ruth Superman Returns. That was supposed to be like a continuation of the Christopher Reeve
Reeve.
movies.
Yeah.
And so Superman comes back to Earth after being gone for however long, and Lois Lane is shacked up with some new dude, but Superman is like stalking her like all day, all night.
But the I'm going to say this: the kids, Jr. They're on their cell phones all the time. And would you not admit you've looked at an ex's social media before? I think it's very okay. George is the exception.
I moved the hell on, dude. Once your time, once it's done, it's done. Just move. Stop.
I'm so madly in love with my wife. Why would I consider that? You know.
I broke up with somebody last month, and
Oh my God.
I haven't looked over at her Facebook.
Well, I looked at it and they mention you a lot. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I dig the fall. It had a very homage to what are you eating? What is going on? What is that sound?
I'm just stuffing nuts in my mouth.
Oh Jesus. Okay. A little less, never mind. Andrew Garfield's opening shot in ASM2. I had a very much flashback to him falling.
Which, as someone who wears these suits all the time, the two things from his fall here: one, they actually have rippling on the like spandex, like it's not clearly just CGI, and it's just like like it actually
like the wind is hitting him.
Yeah, exactly, just like
That's
Andrew
cool.
Garfield's there in TASM 2. But
Very cool.
can you go to that eye shot?
Yeah, we've never seen this angle before, and I love this angle through the mask.
And this is exactly how it feels. It's so like wearing the mask. It's so claustrophobic. It's really up there close. You see in the Iron Man suits, it's like more far apart. It's got the tech thing or whatever. In a Spidey suit, it's spandex. It's just right there, right? Like this is. I really like this shot.
I like. Granted, we're going for something we've seen before, and then immediately something we've not seen before, which is the familiar with the new, which I kind of like that as a viewer aspect of the film. So, he does a voiceover of his note, his confession, if you will, to Mary Jane. You don't know me. My name's Peter Parker. I'm really Spider-Man. I had to change the world. Any thoughts on his letter? And will she read it by the end of the film?
Hey, I don't know you, and this is crazy, but I'm Spider-Man, so call me maybe. Yeah.
Christina, what do you think of the note?
Well, for one thing, her name is Michelle Jones, not Mary Jane. And second, yeah, that's the note that he was going to read to MJ at the coffee shop at the end of No Way Home. He's just holding on to it. So eventually going to maybe tell her so.
And been holding, because this movie takes place 3 years later, so he's holding on to 4 years later. Which, should they not be done with college by now? At the end of them.
I think it's going to be very much the same as Fantastic Four, where there's an opening montage, because he's watching that on Instagram or TikTok, like his friends there, and they just got in. And I think they're going to have like an opening montage of them fighting Tarantula, Boomerang, whoever else.
Even Rocky had a montage, Josh.
Exactly. And then it gets into the rest of the film.
Yeah.
We've talked about we've wanted like C and D list villains fighting Spider-Man in an open montage for years, and it sounds like that they're finally going to do it, which I think is awesome. I just think that's so cool. Let's see what else happens in here. Then Ned walks in.
Yay!
And I like the washing of the spider suit in his apartment.
Can relate. That is accurate. That's exactly.
Where is Ursula to bring him cake?
Oh, Ursula! Look at the bruises on him. Look at the bruises.
Yeah.
He got beat up. And he probably found this chair on the corner, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
I love the.
Somebody put out the trash and he just took it. So,
I
hey,
know that's
the seat's okay. For all he knows, somebody pissed all over it. But I
Now,
guess
Am I off? Is this actress not Fisk's assistant for the mayor?
I think it's his assistant. The one beside Spidey, though, is that Vanessa?
no.
No. Well, I don't know. But that lady, I think, is the Fisk's assistant in the Daredevil show.
Yeah, because
Maybe
this takes
It
place
is.
after season 2, I believe.
Maybe
Yeah, I
they
think
don't
so.
have a rule against using Vanessa.
I don't know.
That'd be
What do you think of this suit, by the way? Josh, you're a costume expert. What do you think of this new spider suit?
So good. So good. I wear the No Way Home, the Final Swing No Way Home suits all the time.
Okay.
Like I made it almost recognizable here with using that all the time for parties and that. And they took what was already, like, in my opinion, a perfect suit and just made it slightly better. Like there's just slight details on it that my fiance thinks I'm insane. Where I'm like, oh, but they made this line straight instead of like a little pointed edge here, and it just makes it look better. And she thinks I'm nuts, but like it's the reason why I chose the No Way Home Final Swing suit or this suit, for example. It's recognizable whether you are 5 or 95. This is Spider-Man.
The final swing sounds like a bad 20-part story coming up sometime this summer.
And then what's on Spider-Man's grave? No, anyway. What's your thoughts on the spider chest symbol? Josh?
I like it. I like the spider. Like, fully nitpicky. It'd be great if we had the fat spider on the back. But apart from that, the only thing it's taken some getting used to is the thick web shooters on the outside. But that's why I was saying he's starting from scratch. Like he didn't have to worry about making web shooters for the last 5 years because it was always built in with his Stark Tech suit or whatever. Now he's like going back to his OG, made these in grade 9 homemade web shooters and
being his own man.
Being his own man, exactly. So now he's going to be like, okay, now I have to upgrade my own web shooter. So yeah, it's going to take him some time. That's fine. He's got he's working on it. So yeah, I really like this suit.
I like the suit a lot too. I like it much better than the Homecoming suit, where they took something classic and they thought they could do better, which they can't. Yeah, I mean, if you
want to personalize a Spider-Man suit, you have to do it with the spider, not just adding a bunch of lines and stuff. This is the way to do it. This is great.
And those eyes are so Romita-esque. I think
yes.
Really, really good. Really good.
And at least it's not that stupid ass Civil War Iron Spider crap.
Yeah, I think we're done with that.
That thing stuck around way too long in the MCU. it stayed around like herpes.
All right,
let's a later shot where it shows his like a mask up close, and you could just it's so not the CGI anymore. Like it is, kind of like look how I know like that part is CGI where they're pulling it over here, but it's not the whole. All of it is CGI swinging where it's just he doesn't even have body and suit over top. He is just suit. This is like actually he's wearing a suit. You can tell he's got like raised webbing on it too, which is nice and very Raimi-esque. So yeah, no, this is great.
Now
got that from Toby.
Yeah. Now you're a costume expert. Now this person, JR, is the biggest Punisher fan I know. What do you think of Frank Castle being in the trailer? I thought that was awesome.
This was actually my favorite part of the trailer. Yes. Not just Frank being in it, but just just the casual humor. Hey, you tried to run me over, and then Castle just literally blowing him away, figuratively. I mean, obviously, but I thought it was. I enjoyed that scene. I thought the scene was pretty.
I did too.
It was my favorite scene.
And And the Punisher would, because the Punisher is fully aware of everything Spider-Man's capable of. He would absolutely shoot him because he knows he's not going to hit him. He knows Spider-Man's too agile. He has a spider sense. He knows he's not going to shoot him, but it will force him to deal with something and act like a diversion. So
I also liked the blurbing of the F-bomb out of Frank.
Mhm.
I mean, they didn't tone him down, but I thought that was so funny. Go home, go home.
I like that. It's not the whole, hi, I'm Spider-Man. Oh, hi, my name's Frank Castle. I kill bad guy. Like, it's just, they know each other. It's just kind of
absolutely.
At some point over the last 4 years, it's New York. It's Marvel's New York. They're going to run into each other here.
And I think Bernthal is just the perfect Punisher. I mean, we just perfect.
This part actually, I agree with JR. I think this is the strongest part of the trailer, and it actually feels good because, like, for as bad as Civil War was, it did have a couple of good moments, and one of them was when Punisher rescued Spider-Man from getting murdered by Jester and who was it? The third Jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but he's holding his bloodied body, and he was like, "I need a medic."
Carried him over
to
where the heroes were, and so that kind of speaks back to this. This is this harkens back to that.
Do you think we'll have that Civil War homage, George, with him holding a bloodied Spider-Man?
I doubt anybody that was involved with this production knows anything about that.
I don't know. They did they pulled out some of those splash pages. There are homages to the tarantula, especially.
I kind of feel like Marvel feeds them art.
Well,
they're like, what are some iconic moments? Here's this.
Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed this movie, who directed Shang-Chi, Spider-Man's his favorite superhero. So I would have to think that he would know that. So
that would be
maybe
awesome. I've watched the Shang-Chi movie once, and I thought it was okay. I'm not a big Shang-Chi guy, but hopefully he does a good job with this. So, okay, what else we got going on here on the trailer? We talked about Punisher. We talked about the party. And there is this Paul. This Paul? Let's go around the horn. Josh, is this character going to be called Paul?
I don't know. It's not like in the I know this is Michelle Jones, but this is MCU's MJ. It's not like she didn't have other boyfriends throughout her time in comics. Like, could be literally any of them.
Yeah. But
it's Bruce.
It's Bruce.
Bruce from the wedding issue.
From the Chosen One. That guy looks like Jesus from that show.
Anyway, let's see what else we got. We got the pushing of the hair, slow push into Peter's face for the emotional impact. And then, do you think this scene happens right after that, where with Spider-Man 2, the emotions of the drama hits him so much that he just collapses after that party? Do you think that happens?
Yeah, that collapse was very much like the shot in Spider-Man 2 as well.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to feel some of the changes and stuff too, especially because it looks like he falls after that. So,
some people were like, "Why is his hand black?" I think that's just lighting.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the next shot, it's not black. So this very much reminds me of the other. Christina, you said it reminds you of the cartoon where he became Man Spider, right? So,
yeah.
Each generation has their own interpretation. JR, what do you think of this? Organic web shooters possibly here?
Well, that I have no interest in and didn't want to see. I just hope they resist the urge to use it in a metaphor that James Cameron intended. I thought that would be, if they do that, that'll be utterly classless. But I don't want to see this. I really don't. I mean, I've never liked any kind of transformation into spiders. I don't like it. It's no. This brings it down a notch for me.
I hope it goes away at the end of the film, personally.
Well, I think it will. I mean, that's why he's gone to Banner. Banner will fix him. I just wish they would fix Banner and he'd turn into somebody like David Duchovny instead of back to Mark Ruffalo. But anyway.
David Duchovny is Bruce Banner? Some debate I saw online that this is possibly Reed Richards giving him a scan.
I think it's the
No.
damage control guys.
Or is it Bruce Banner?
That's what I was thinking, because he could be scanning his body for mutated cells and stuff. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think this is totally in Banner's laboratory or something like that.
I think that
there was all
shot.
Go ahead.
This one here, it says somewhere at the top about like it is the damage control Ramirez.
I also saw some people saying, "Hey, this may be CGI, and he's not really wearing that suit. Maybe he's wearing a symbiote, just like they did in ASM 258 with Reed Richards scanning him." I mean, the internet, they're gonna go over everything.
Yeah.
So, what do we got? We got Banner. We talked about the thing on his hand. Then we have his spider senses are turned up a level. It looks like even a drop of water makes him have pain. I'm guessing. And then when he
doesn't have that shot, the one you were just on, that he doesn't have his web shooters on here.
Good eye.
Yeah.
Good eye. Yeah. Good eye. Maybe those are organics that he's going. And so his power is, let's not go to Aunt May yet. What? Here's the scene. Okay, I guess we will go to Aunt May. But there's a scene where he's swinging and the stickiness of Spider-Man picks up all those pigeons. So I thought that where his powers are just really a lot more powerful. And what is Aunt May's? Oh, this will tie into what we've talked about at the top. What does this headstone say? May Parker, when you help someone, you help everyone. 2024.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the total lack of Uncle Ben in this universe?
They've alluded to it in Far From Home. He had a suitcase with Ben's initials on it. They've alluded to it, but so I really don't know. I'm kind of just it is.
In Civil War, he says everything May has been through, which makes you think that the burglar shot Uncle Ben and he became Spider-Man. But he didn't get the speech until the third movie of Responsibility. So, and you would think with this shot, there'd be an Uncle Ben headstone right next to it. I mean, or in this universe, does Uncle Ben even matter? Or is he even in there?
I think in this one universe, Aunt May is his Uncle Ben. It doesn't mean the thing, but Uncle Ben still didn't pass away, get shot with the burglar or whatnot. But I think it's in this version of Spider-Man, because we've already seen Uncle Ben get shot twice. Like in this version of Spider-Man now, it's Aunt May for him.
Maybe we like seeing Ben get shot over and over again, Josh. Who are you to rob us of that?
George is a savior.
Al Santa says Tony Stark is Uncle Ben in this.
Oh gosh,
no.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
No. Go back.
Let's see. Let's talk about the character. Where is she?
Does that mean? Hold on the tombstone there. It says. I think it looks like 64. 64.
Yeah, it does look like 1964.
So that means Aunt May is like what?
60.
60 then.
That sounds about right for Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, she was. I think she was 60 when they hired her on for the first one.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. Well, if I can land on it, where are we? No, not that. The Sadie Sink is who I want to talk about. If I can land on it with the trailer.
The girl on the bus. That's not her, Brad.
No. The girl with the hoodie. If I can find it.
The internet.
There she is.
The internet kept saying that the girl on the bus is like Rogue.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I haven't pulled that up yet. All right, let's go around the horn. Who is Sadie Sink playing? Josh, go.
I'm going to go with the Jean Grey theory. I think she's being held. This is damage control. She's being held in there. Frank's trying to help her get out, which is why he was in that whole thing. And she's mind controlling someone in the tank to break herself actually out.
The more I think about the Jean Grey theory, she could break the memory spell that Dr. Strange sprung on everybody to forget. She could do it. And it looked like in that one scene where the consciousness is jumping from
Yeah.
cop to old lady, etc. It's like Jean Grey or some. But you know what? I don't remember, and JR and George can help me with this. I don't remember the Spider Queen, her abilities. Did she have psychic powers in the other? What did the Spider Queen do?
Her greatest superpower is being annoying.
Yeah, that's true. JR, do you remember what she did?
Well, she impregnated him. I mean,
Jesus. God
no,
damn.
I mean that's
Let's not
turned
see
him
that.
into a spider. I mean, that's the only power I think that she recall her having. I don't recall her having psychic powers, but it's not a story that I, my memory clings to for any particular reason. So.
According to a quick search, she has telepathic control over humans with the insect gene and all arthropods.
Sounds like she's got mental powers.
Well, keep that as be as it may. Sadie Singh's also supposed to be in Secret Wars, so that may mean she might be Jean Grey after all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more likely that Jean Grey would be in Secret Wars. Well, she wasn't in the original. So.
I really want her to be Jean Grey so that it can be super cringe when Logan has a crush on her.
The thing I have a problem with her being Jean Grey is we've had two actors. Granted, we've had multiple actors for Spider-Man, but I don't really want the X-Men in my Spider-Man movie. You know, I mean, we've already seen Jean Grey a lot.
It's street level. It's street level.
Why can't she be Angelica Jones? You know, Firestar or some other redhead that
probably a rights thing. Plus, Marvel really wants to work the X-Men in now.
I guess.
Or the mutants.
They've been teasing mutants for a while with Kamala being a mutant, and then they had Professor X in Multiverse.
Well, that was the big rumor back when that Victoria Alonso, before she got fired, was that they were going to change the name of it from X-Men to the Mutants.
I remember that.
So that it could be a little
now
more
this
PC.
actor I think was in Severance, and I think he's playing the head of Damage Control.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can't think of the character's name that he's playing, but I guess
I wonder what Keith David is doing. He's the one that does the spider cycle.
I have a theory for that.
I have a theory too. Go ahead, Josh. I want to see if we match up.
I think he's the big man.
Oh, I don't think he's the big man. I don't think he's the big man. He's 67 years old.
Ooh.
What? It's not like they did a bunch with the big man in the past in the comics anyways. I think this is the new trilogy. Big Man is hiring different B, C-lister Spider-Man villains to take on, and eventually Spider-Man fights the Enforcers in Spider-Man #6.
You want to hear my theory, who Keith David is? So what is Keith David saying in his voiceover? He's talking about the 3 life cycles of spiders. He's talking science-y. Who is science-y that we've not seen? We've seen Kurt Connors before, and we've even had Kurt Connors in the last movie.
Oh, please tell me. No, not the Jackal.
Yes. Miles
Warren. Come on.
What? I think we could have Miles Warren as played by Keith David. Keith David could play a science guy. I wouldn't mind that.
David could do whatever he wants, but
well, that's true.
He's
an older guy.
It's a waste of a fantastic character actor on a completely trash villain.
I want my headcanon is that he's the big man. We're seeing Spidey against the Enforcers.
It's like casting Al Pacino as typeface.
Okay, so evidently Sadie Sink's character goes into Peter Parker's apartment here, and probably does something to turn him into the other spider, is what I'm guessing.
Maybe she's Mind Worm.
Ooh, Mind Worm. Z-list. So what do we got? We got Scorpion here, and Josh, help me with this. They were talking that the eyes look different on this suit.
See,
the lenses look different right there.
I mean, he's moving. We're getting half a frame second here, so it's not like this is the finished product. It's also half the time the stuff that's in the trailer doesn't even end up in the movie. So I'm not too focused on that much yet. My main thing is I don't see the web shooters on here either right now, so I'm trying to.
I don't either. Yeah, organics. Okay, we got another Keith David theory. Ezekiel giving the speech about spiders and the other. That's pretty good.
You know,
Yeah.
if that winds up being true, and this director is such a big Spider-Man fan, he's pulling from a lot of shit stories.
Make him better though. I mean, that's
No,
probably half the reason they named this Brand New Day. Is
you
so
don't make
that
Ezekiel
people think
better.
it's Brand New Day. It's this, not a comics.
Now, Mr. Comics is backing me up. It looks like Punisher and the Jackal have history.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Oh, stop!
Punisher and the Jackal. Punisher, Miles Warren. He hired him. Come on.
We're gonna get
I won't
Spider-Man
listen.
5 Clone Saga.
Spider-Man Ben Reilly as Tom Holland is going to get an Oscar, just
We're gonna
like
get
Michael
Zendaya
B. Jordan
Married,
for
and
playing
he take
two
off his
characters.
Just
Just
Tom
like
Holland
in-
with blonde
I
hair.
know. Tom Holland with blonde hair. We're going to have Ben Reilly. He's going to get an Academy Award like Michael B. Jordan for playing twins. I can see it now. And George died. Okay.
Give me something from the cringe. Give me something for the cringe and let me die.
Oh,
So
there's
this
the
is
big
the
shot.
scene. This is the scene I was talking about, where the pigeons are sticking to him because his spider powers are going haywire. What do we think happens here with him and MJ on the? I just had it. Where is it?
Babies happen.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
had it. There they are. Go back just a smidge. Okay, Frank, you're out of your league, kid. There they go. What happens here? Theories.
I think he saved her,
Yeah.
and he's looking at her, and maybe she's kind of like the scene at the end of No Way Home or something. Maybe she's trying to think about.
Does he give her the
something.
note? Does he give her the note? Does he reveal? Does he pull the mask off right there?
Not necessarily in this scene. I think that's going to be towards the end of the movie, unless this is the end of the movie.
Yeah, it could
I
be
don't
the end of the film.
I don't think he gives it to her. I think she'll find it.
Well, if you look on that last scene, it looks like her and Ned are trying to figure out who he is. Look at all these pictures of Spider-Man in their apartment. Back here.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Mr. Comics. Peter, I remember. What else we got? There is a couple. We're almost through it.
And this whole trailer, where is Fred? Because I can't.
I'll show you. There's
Boomerang is
Rogue.
supposed to be in this. That's not Rogue.
I know that the internet says that. Oh, is that Rogue? Is that Rogue?
Debuting
It
Rogue
must be.
MCU appearance with her sitting on a bus. That's no.
That's
It
trolling.
must be.
Rogue is from the South. She's not going to be a trash Jets fan. Get it together.
Ouch.
Okay. So, and then here comes one of my favorite parts, and Josh's
Mhm.
AF-15 homage. Who do you think that guy is?
It looks like Silvio from The Sopranos.
Forget about it, Spider-Man. I'm not paying my debt. Then we have. There's Fred right there.
There's Fred.
There's your friend Fred.
Oh, I didn't
That is-
see that.
That's an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 344 by Eric Larson. That cover,
Mm-hmm.
which is very cool. And we also have ASM. Well, let me go back a little bit. Here, let me just play.
If anything, Rogue's going to be a Saints fan.
There we go.
And then this is ASM 134 with Tarantula on the ferry boat.
I don't love the modernized version. Like, I mean, Spidey's in a spandex suit. Why can't this dude be in a spandex suit too?
I-
But I do like the homage.
Hear me out on this, Josh. And I pointed this out on the Discord. We're lucky. This could have been a lot worse.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the
I just
MCU,
wish he had the tide, the little trails behind his mask.
the MCU
Oh,
has a fetish now for taking like C and D list villains and just putting them in a mask and giving them guns. I'm serious, they do. Look at Sidewinder. From Red Hulk. Ooh, what was that called?
Brave New World.
Yeah, there you
So,
go.
all right, let's talk about the hand. There's been a couple theories about this. Some people say he's going to have 6 arms over here.
Yeah,
What do
Yeah.
you think?
that I've seen some people say this is like in his mind when he's like being, he falls down and this is like what he's imagining. Or like something that like Sadie Sink's character does to him.
What do we think the hand is doing? Are they trying to break out somebody?
I
Oh,
don't
gee.
know, but Spider-Man don't need 6 arms to beat hand ass.
I agree. How cool is this shot where the webs just shatter that blade? That's so cool.
I'm trying to figure out where this is, though. Is this like just some random abandoned building? Is this
it's a jail. Jail. I think this is what the tank broke in. What the old lady that was driving.
Maybe this is Daredevil's prison or whatever from Shadowland, and this is all a big swerve.
What if it's Ravencroft?
Ravencroft. Is that the one that's in Wonder Man?
That's the asylum that's Spider-Man's villains and stuff.
All right, now this panel has started debate due to the last movie. People are saying that there are other characters here. Could there be a Hulk here? Could there be a Punisher here? Could there be Daredevil here taking on the Hand?
Why would there be a Hulk there?
Because Bruce Banner's in the movie.
It's ninjas.
Well, wouldn't you like to see Hulk just beat up ninjas? Whack.
That's like pulling a gun on somebody that slapped you.
Oh, man.
Do we think Daredevil is here?
According to Charlie Cox, no.
Well, what's he going to do? He's going to say, well, what's it? So did Andrew Garfield said he wasn't in the last film either.
They're all a bunch of goddamn liars.
Well, they're supposed to be liars. They're not supposed to be
actors. They're show folk. They lie for a living.
NDA, George, non-disclosure agreement. They all sign it. They're not supposed to say crap. All right.
They lie.
So
that's the thing. There's not saying anything, and then there's lying.
You know
what my mom says? You know what my mom says? What happens to liars?
Their pants get up on fire?
They go straight to hell.
Oh.
Zendaya is looking at George right now. Anyway, what do we think? I thought this was a good beat to end the trailer on. He's a friendly neighbor. He's a friendly neighbor. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the trailer talk. Chat, if you have anything else you want to ask us about the trailer, let me look and see what I've missed. Or maybe Dustin Daniel Cretton realized how much he screwed up in the Shang-Chi movie and he wanted to compensate with ninjas now. Okay. George stole my Jets line. In my opinion, the reason for Jean Grey is to advertise X-Men as much as possible. In the Wolverine chat earlier, as Sony needed to advertise the game.
Video game coming out in September.
Oh, the game, rather than the oriented for those points. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Sony has a Wolverine game coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jose Taco says Mr. Negative is rumored to be in this movie too. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
See that, and that's gonna make me like it even less.
Well, I think the name of the movie triggered you, and I mean,
calling it Brand New Day, which again, taking from one of the crappiest eras of Spider-Man, literally, and then saddling it with, we're gonna have Mr. Negative too, another crap Slott character. It's just there's so many negatives that just pile up.
Did they ever reveal Ned's last name?
Leeds.
I thought it was Leeds. Yeah,
it is Leeds. Yes.
I don't know where they said that, but let's see what else we got.
It's a strong Philippines name.
No, it's Leeds, George.
That's what I'm saying. It's a strong
Does
Leeds.
Ned start to become the Hobgoblin? No.
I think here's the because of how badly I dread that. I think it's going to happen now.
I don't think it is.
I think it is because and here's the thing. Because again, it's just I think it's one of those things. That's like like when you put it out there in the universe, it just manifests. Because every time I see this come up in the damn press, and I look in the comments, there's always people. Well, this is canon. Ned was the Hobgoblin, and I want to go berserk.
I know. Well, why don't they introduce Roderick Kingsley? Why don't they introduce Roderick?
Isn't that technically true now? Like, wasn't he actually kind of now he was a Hobgoblin?
No.
George is not reading the modern.
Oh, George hasn't read that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did they go back and put that in? Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Well, no, he had that Winkler device on him, so he really thought he was the Hobgoblin again. And all that
what?
Stuff. Anyway, the Winkler device. All right, we're moving on
to you talk like the Fonz. What the hell is that?
Hey. All right, Josh, you have this next story. Take me through this. Zendaya and Tom. What?
Yeah. So apparently, according to Zendaya's hairstylist, they got married in secret.
Tell them the name, Josh.
The name of the
Law,
hairstylist?
Law
Roach.
Law Roach. Yeah. Law says that's very true. They got married, and there was a ring on her finger here, and it's not an engagement ring; it's a wedding band.
That's a pretty picture of Zendaya.
Yeah. Anywho, so yeah, that's apparently they got married and it didn't tell anyone, but neither Tom or Zendaya have said this. It's just Zendaya's hairstylist. So who knows?
And if I was Zendaya, I would fire her. That's none of your.
That's a guy, Brad.
Oh, it's a him. Yeah,
well, I'd fire the Roach. I mean, that's
Brad,
none
please.
of your business. I mean, I get out of here, Mr. Roach. Like, you're fired. There he is. There's Mr. Roach. You're fired. It's none of your business to let the press know that I'm married or not. Get the hell out of here with that. You know? Wouldn't you fire this guy? I mean, I would.
I think it's all a PR thing, Brad. I think it's all choreographed by their PR people.
Well, if it's not, he should be fired because that's a confidentiality thing.
We'll pass that along to Zendaya's people.
I mean, yeah. Either way, like none of this is actually confirmed because, like, I don't. It's the hairstylist. Like, who? He could just be saying things. He might have also just did her hair for the wedding. So
I mean, with these show folk, I don't discount what a hairdresser might know.
Okay, yeah.
I don't discount that at all.
Well, I mean,
they got these people sitting them in a chair for 5 hours, getting them ready.
They're going to talk.
What the hell knows what award show this time? They're going to talk. They sit there and they're not going to sit there for 5 hours and just not do anything like JR. They're going to talk.
Jose Taco says Zendaya's in 3 blockbusters this year. Spider-Man, Dune. Is she in Odyssey with Tom Holland also?
She is. Yep.
Oh man, she's the hot thing in Hollywood, isn't she? My goodness.
And the more I think about this whole thing, this did they, didn't they, whatever, I still think it's cooked up by PR people, sort of the same way that Taylor and Travis, oh, are they, aren't they, oh, all that bullshit. I think it's the same thing, you know, like that's why like you click and that's why every article is about them, you know, for like the longest time. I think every article we see now is going to be about Zendaya and Tom for a while. And I think Tom Holland probably hates it.
I would agree. Zendaya's in a movie that she's promoting with Batman, with Robert Pattinson, about marriage. So you're probably not off a little bit.
They're both going to be in Dune too. You better watch it. You better watch your back, Tom Holland.
Another guy named Bruce is about to steal MJ. Okay. Hey, Brad, the Maple Leaf joke was JR comparing Aunt May to a maple leaf tree, saying the old... she never... Oh, God. Oh, God.
That sounds like something JR would say.
That sounds like JR.
Wow, JR. For the audio listeners, you have to go to the video. I'm not repeating that. JR, you said that? Oh, my God.
JR has said worse. That's the thing you compare somebody to JR.
Zendaya's playing Athena in Odyssey. So.
Also, I want to say all this marriage coverage between Tom and Zendaya, and honestly, at the end of the day, I like them both.
I do too.
I like them as a couple. I hope they have nothing but good years ahead of them. They seem to really like one another. But it made me think, you know, because somebody else on here on the podcast right now is due to get married himself soon.
Oh, yeah, me.
I wasn't going to say names. I wasn't going to blow it out there. I didn't want to be Law Roach for Josh.
George and I have not been... George and I don't go to hairdressers to spill our beans, you know? We can't... It's me with the razor in the morning. Brad, let me tell you what I'm doing now, buddy.
I got a chick at Supercuts who's like, same damn thing. Sit your ass in the chair. It's over in like 20 minutes.
Hold up. You go to Supercuts for what?
To get them down as close as they can to the skin. Listen, no, they have way better razors than I do.
I got a 5-blade. What? You can go deeper than that?
No, well, here's the thing. I have sensitive skin. And
there's nothing sensitive about you.
Listen, it is very easy for me to cut myself and get razor burn.
Okay.
So I prefer for a professional to come in with heavy duty stuff to do the heavy duty work. Knock the sides off.
Okay.
Get all the cover off up here, and then I'll go in with a blade.
So you're saying you're thin-skinned?
I said I have sensitive skin, you ass.
Oh, I've missed these.
I don't laugh at you. If you were to throw out some vulnerable
bullshit.
Well,
Bullshit.
I got the alopecia.
Bull.
I'd be like,
you would
that's
laugh
horrible.
your ass off, George. Bull. I'm calling it. I'm calling a spade, my friend. Douglas has thin skin. Oh, that checks. Oh, God bless. All right. Anyway, Vinkman, thank you for the super chat. We're going to educate George. George, the Winkler device is a mind control machine that goes back to the brainwasher storyline from the Lee Romita era.
So who introduced this new thing? Because it sounds like somebody crappy putting something onto the backs of something great.
I don't know. Was it Spencer or Kelly or Wells? I think it was Wells. I think.
This doesn't sound like Spencer. Spencer is usually somebody who came up with his own shit. It sounds more like a Wells thing, taking, stepping on the backs of greater people.
Jeez.
Mr. Comic says, for all 5 hairs, Brad, that's why supercuts. And
Listen,
JR is smiling.
Listen, all this doesn't happen overnight, kids. All right, this takes some work. That's like a $50 thing to get like all this knocked off and the beard and underneath here.
How much does that cost?
With tip, it's like $50.
What?
Yeah.
I can buy a 10-pack of razors from Sam's Club for that. My God.
I have hair, and it costs less than that.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't nothing cheap in this world no more, Joe.
Oh, absolutely. I always like it when I say, hey, this new Marvel Legend is $25. That's almost a tank of gas, Douglas.
That's a half a tank of gas.
That's a half a tank of gas.
That's true.
Del Boy 3K1, glad I turned up after 6 years. JR looks younger. George looks thinner. And the only thing that stops me going to Specsavers is Brad looks the same. Well done, all in the panel in the chat. All right.
Hey,
well,
that's a good one. That's
really funny. That's really funny. I vaguely remember the Winkler device popping up in Spider-Girl as well.
Oh, yeah.
Alana Al Santana says, I'm still waiting for my crawl space tee. Should I become a Patreon member? Why, yes. At patreon.com/crawlspace. One of the perks is a t-shirt. So you can sign up there. There you go. Okay, George, let's talk DC. Let's see what we got. You're up on this next topic, sir.
So, in the time since I have last seen you, Jomo, I have seen the new Superman movie.
Okay.
I saw it when it came on HBO Max. And I did enjoy it. I enjoyed Did you watch Peacemaker at all?
No.
Yes.
I enjoyed Peacemaker. You didn't like Peacemaker? You didn't like it, Christina? Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah.
I enjoyed the hell out of it, but I also like John Cena. But I enjoyed that, yeah. And I liked how it all kind of tied in together. Anyway, because it was Brad at the time we saw FF. Brad was like, you should go see Superman. I was like, I'll catch it on streaming. And that's what I did. So that's just an update. But yeah, so in April, next month, we got Spider-Man and Superman getting together. We're getting the gang back together.
Yep.
And by gang, I mean two people.
My word.
Huh?
Whole lot of variant covers.
Well, it's Marvel. You have to remember, and I pointed this out again on the just this week on the Discord, with Marvel and really the DC to a lesser extent, but with Marvel for sure, story is not the product. Variant covers are the product. That's what they're selling. They're not selling stories to you that they put effort into. They're selling variant covers.
So the one I was just showing you, that's the one that comes out in April. This next one comes out this coming week on March 25th. This is the DC version. This is Superman, Spider-Man. The other one was Spider-Man.
This is probably the one I'll buy.
This one, yeah.
It's
two different stories. I mean, it's two stories, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Number one, okay, finally, I find how much it costs. You have to go to DC's website, I guess, to find out how much it costs. Because on the Marvel write-up, they never showed. They never said it, which made me think it was $10. And I was like, I don't like spending $10 because here's the thing: this thing's going to be hit and miss. Okay, you have a lot of really cool people on here, but then you have a lot of stuff that's going to suck ass.
It's an anniversary book, yeah.
Let's go through the list, right? Brad Meltzer. Brad Meltzer is a good writer. He is a competent writer. Right. Pepe Larraz, I don't know, is he an artist?
Yeah, yes. he did this cover right there. There's he's the new one on ASM.
So they're doing a story. Then they're gonna have Spider-Man Noir and Golden Age Superman with Dan Slott and Marcos Martin, who that's the Pablo Picasso guy.
There's a Jim Lee cover over here for the DC version.
And then Jeff Johns going to be writing his first Marvel story since like he was on Avengers back in the day.
Oh yeah, early 2000s, yeah.
And see, if I buy it, this is probably the story that I like the most because I love Jeff Johns. Brad, you know this.
I am not that familiar with Jeff Johns, with the exception of his Avengers stuff.
We were literally on a Michael Bailey podcast that did nothing but talk about how great Jeff Johns was. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So he did Green Lantern run, right?
He did. Oh God, when it comes to DC, he worked on damn near everything. But he did his big thing back in the day was like Justice Society, and then like he started doing like the DC the unending ongoing events. That's where I lost interest. I love Jeff Johns, but are you okay, Christina?
Yep, go ahead.
But yeah, I couldn't with the unending DC events. I noped it the hell out. But anyway, so the Jeff Johns story is going to be is going to have Superman, Spider-Man going up against Mysterio and members of their extended families. Ooh, so who knows what that means? Now, I will tell you, I back in the day, I always wanted to see Jeff Johns write Spider-Man, and he and I talked. He and I talked back in the day quite a bit back in the Hero Realm days. JR. And he had told me that he wanted to write Spider-Man. He was not a fan of the marriage, by the way. He was not a big marriage guy. Did not want to write a married Spider-Man. But he did want to write Spider-Man. And if he had written it, it would have been good because he's a good writer. Yeah. Anyway, you know the way Dan Slott pretends he knows Spider-Man history? Jeff Johns actually knows it. Anyway.
So are you going to pick up the Marvel and the DC story, or are you just picking up one or the other? What are you gonna do, George?
I don't know. I'm guessing if I want to read the Jeff Johns story, I'll pick up the DC one. But if the DC one also has the Dan Slott one, I may remove them. Remember, like I did.
Yes, you'll rip the pages out and mail it to Marvel.
Amazing Family or whatever it was, Amazing Spider Family, whatever that book was, and I didn't rip the pages out. I carefully removed them, and I mailed them back to Marvel.
Is it? I'm curious what cover, because good Lord, there's a lot of them. Which one are you guys getting?
I'm getting whatever the basic bitch on the stand cover is.
I'm getting the basic. No, there's your basic bitch right there.
All these variants are going to like their normal customers, right? The retailers get screwed by this whole variant thing because they're left over with a ton of comics they can't move, but they have to buy X amount of comments to get those sweet variants that either their longtime customers want or they're going to just put on eBay. Mm-hmm. You know, one of the two. So anyway,
JR, what variant are you getting? I'm suspecting one with a goblin on it.
I don't know that I'm getting any of them, to be honest.
Oh, seriously? You got it 50 years ago.
Well, these are like new stories, though, right? I mean,
correct, yeah.
By modern right, I don't really have any interest in reading any of that.
Current Amazing Spider-Man scribe Joe Kelly and artist Humberto Ramos, who I like. I like Humberto Ramos.
There's a Norman story, Norman and Lex Luthor. We've not seen that.
Deliver a campus crossover between Gwen Stacy and Lana Lang. Now see Louise Simonson, who is a fantastic writer.
Yeah.
Louise Simonson and Todd Knock, who is a fantastic artist. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, you could put Louise Simonson and Todd Knock together as the creative team on an ongoing, and it would sell.
John Henry Irons. So you got Steel versus Hobgoblin on that.
Yeah, and see, that'd be something I'd read. I like Steel. Steel, I always thought Steel was a cool character. I would definitely read Steel, mixing it up with Hobgoblin.
So the main one on the Marvel version is Brad Meltzer and Pepe Larraz, Lex and Norman versus Spider-Man and Superman.
But then you got stuff that sucks. You got Spider Miles with Bendis. Ooh, who gives a shit? And I guess Sarah Pacelli's back. I guess she was one of the big Ultimate artists that people
she co-created Miles.
I don't really understand they have a story there with Mighty Thor, and they're kind of using that as like the Wonder Woman counterpart. Mighty Thor is definitely not Spider-Man's version of Wonder Woman, right? It's like, that can't be.
I don't know.
And Jeff Loeb and Jim Chung. Now, I like Jeff Loeb as a writer. I enjoyed his work on DC. And I enjoyed Jim Chung's artwork from back in the day.
Look at that. That's a pumpkin bomb with kryptonite in it. Look at that, JR. Come on now. Come on.
So this whole thing is kind of a mixed bag, really. There's some good stuff, and then there's going to be stuff that I just would rather get an ulcer and deal with.
I'm just tired of them trying to pick my pocket. I get Amazing. That's it. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I think you'll burn stealing it. I bet you will. Okay, who's got this next one? I think it's Christina. Going back to movie news, we got a new movie called Hail Mary coming out, and ties into Spider-Man a little bit. Tell me about this story.
Well, what it is back in the days of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, Drew Goddard was developing a Sinister Six movie set in the Andrew Garfield universe, and then the Sony hack happened. And so after that hack, the project was obviously scrapped, and they went on to make the deal with Marvel Studios and Disney and stuff. He said that he had an office that was right on the lot, and he saw the FBI coming in to raid the place and helicopters flying above Sony Studios and stuff. He said that he wouldn't have worked on it if he couldn't do anything that was like challenging and different and stuff. So
what does he say? He says about what does he say about what the Sinister Six, which would have set Spider-Man's deadliest adversaries against Garfield.
Yep.
Something about what the movie would be about.
Is this new? Didn't we know this like 12 years ago?
Yeah. This is not new.
Yeah, this is just him talking about it because he's the writer on Project Hail Mary and stuff. So he's talking about
now that I'm excited for.
Yeah, that movie looks good.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about the runtime, but I'm excited about the movie.
How long's the runtime? I haven't even noticed that.
It's like 2 hours, 50 minutes.
Oh. The punk rock mentality that led to The Cabin is very much at the core of the Sinister Six. I haven't seen The Cabin. So
I have once.
Anyway, I think we dodged another Sony Morbius Craven bullet with Sinister Six not being produced. Would you know?
I was telling Brad earlier, I'm like, this will be the first good Spider-Man movie Brooklyn and I go see together in theaters because we've only watched Madam Web, Craven, and Venom.
Well, you don't know that it's good yet, Josh. Be careful.
All right.
Yeah, well, the odds are much better than what he took it to previously. You know, I mean.
Wait a minute. Your fiance's name is Brooklyn?
Yeah.
So, like what? If you have kids, you're going to name them after the rest of the 5 boroughs?
Yeah, this is Queens.
This is Hell's Kitchen. It's our youngest.
Our Hell's Kitchen, our youngest. That's pretty good. Vinkman says that Michael Bailey recently did an episode reviewing the new Superman movie. Let's see. Following Crawl Space since 2009. So, wow. Thanks, man. All right. So, next one, George. Dan Slott.
Oh.
Go ahead. Talk to me about this article.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh, boy. Because fans demanded it.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
what's happening?
Remember how much you loved Brand New Day, fans? Remember how much you just couldn't get enough of Dan Slott writing Brand New Day as part of the Brain Trust? Well, congrats, because it's your time to shine. Dan Slott's coming back for more Brand New Day crap. It's a of 5 series, as he points out. So Dan Slott got on the internet and started begging people to buy it. And he was like, "Listen, if you were a fan of Brand New Day, if you were a fan of my Spider-Man stories," and I'm like, "Boy, you're not really fishing with a wide net, are you, dude?"
If you
And
are
here we go.
a reader and you loved reading, you had fun reading my run of Spider-Man.
Anyway,
if you're one of the 5 people that enjoyed my work and defended me nonstop 24/7 on CBR, then please buy this, because Marvel only starts these things off in 5 issues, and if the sales aren't there by issue 2 or 3, then it's just gonna go. It's not going past 5, and I'm like, I'm still waiting for a reason to buy it.
So I'm curious why he's wanting, because issue 1 was solicited for issue 1 of 5, so it's a mini series. I think he's hoping that the sales will be such gangbusters that they'll be like, you know what? Let's just keep this train going.
I think he just wants to put more crap out there that will eventually get touched on by the movie, so he can get a royalty check.
Well, he probably gets a check for the Mr. Negative on the video game.
That's what I'm saying. He probably wants to put more shit like that out there, with proven winners like Clash, and so he has a chance. It feels like he's fishing with dynamite, and also desperate for just people to like him.
Now, this goes back to a bigger concept, George, about how Marvel, the sales are down evidently, and they're trying to get people. They're trying to do incentives for retailers to order more Marvel comics. So this was just on Bleeding Cool. DC's trying to do it too. If you order,
it's been that way for a while now, to where like the only way you could get variants was ordering so much of any given issue, and so apparently now that's not even working. But here's the thing that Marvel is not looking at, is the amount of people they've actually driven away by sucking. And that would of course generate a lot of uncomfortable internal gazing, and is it the fans or are we wrong? Because Marvel doesn't ever want to, come to that realization. JR, I'm right.
Oh,
so the Bleeding Cool is reporting that with the launch of Brand New Day for Spec Spider-Man, an additional 10% off of the cost of ordering the comic if numbers match Amazing Spider-Man 25.
Oh, God.
So they're giving you a discount if you order Dan Slott's book here for issue 1.
Every Dan Slott book sold should have come with a discount. Good grief.
But
it's
Dan
2026. Slott, why is that still happening?
Dan Slott is talking about, he isn't worried about the sales for issue 1. He's worried about issue 2. He's worried about issue 3.
Yeah, well, he's like, the sales are going to be good for number 1. It's a number 1 there. The sales are always good for number 1. And I'm like, you're giving yourself a lot of credit there, Jack. But he's probably right. That's why there are so many goddamn number 1s. Yeah. And
I don't like it, but I understand.
Yeah. So a lot of people out there are just going to buy number 1s regardless of what it is. Oh, it's a number 1. I have to get that. It's going to be worth something someday. Woohoo! Yeah. I got news for you.
I even wouldn't be mad about them constantly doing number 1s if it was on a 100-issue repeat. Like they just started, volume 2, issue 1, and that was technically 101. Rather than this constant, okay, we'll do 26 issues and then new number 1.
Well, they do it based on sales. Like the longer you go, by the time you issue 20, you're probably as low as you can go, and they need the boost, so they can't wait till 100.
Now with Tom Brevoort logic, they should be selling higher than DC every month. Absolute Batman's making 300,000 copies. Marvel has pissed off so many people. And according to Tom Brevoort, pissed off fans, enraged fans are engaged fans.
Yeah, let's talk a bit about that. Is that true? Enraged fans are engaged.
Well,
so
it's true to an extent.
Okay.
You can drive sales, but you're not going to do it long term, I don't think. And in the long term, you're going to get people like me who just give up and walk the hell away. But you are, here's the thing, our Discord, and I've pointed this out, our Discord is full of people who are griping about Spider-Man. They're buying $10 issues when they come out. Yeah.
Jared, did you want to say something? Looked like you wanted to say something.
I was going to say, so George, a person who's fed up with Spider-Man wouldn't get engaged, so engaged that they would start a website with a friend of theirs in Texas, and then invite some clown to write some articles for them.
Yeah.
That type of engagement never happens.
Well, I mean that was definitely an engagement. I don't think it's necessarily the engagement they wanted. I remember at one point Bill Jamis told I think it was Newsarama that if I didn't exist, he'd have to invent me. I guess I was like a boogeyman for them for a while. But I don't think it's necessarily the engagement they want. But I think Brever's just happy if people are talking about it either way, even if it's bad or good.
Yeah,
And
the mentality of any press is good press.
And in his mind, that equals sales. Apparently, that's not the case.
Yeah,
because apparently, absolute
Well,
Batman
George,
sales
so
are
many
at.
times people are finally starting to actually vote with their wallets.
Yeah, that's eventually going to happen. So,
and I don't think the X-Men have been doing that good under Brevoort either. He's literally flooding the market. I know X-Men books have flooded the market in the past, but I buy the 3 I've bought since the 80s: Uncanny, X-Men, and Wolverine. And when they went to this Age of Apocalypse or whatever it was, I dropped off for 4 months.
What?
Whatever that. Who else reads X-Men?
Age of Revelation years.
Age of Revelation, not Age of Apocalypse. But yes, I dropped off for 4 months. They lost me for 4 months because of that jackassery. So,
you weren't an engaged fan, Brad?
No, I was happy to have more money in my wallet.
Especially buy a tank of gas. It was great.
I know, right?
Listen,
all right,
Brad, listen.
Yeah,
because I know you'll buy goddamn anything. So I'm proud of you for taking a stand and dropping something for 4 months. I'm actually proud of you. You've grown as a person.
I have, and I appreciate it. I used to buy everything Marvel. I really did, but then books are $5 a book. Like, no,
I used to buy everything Marvel. Back when it was all like 75
60
cents.
75 cents.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, we have a secret. Are you ready to share what the secret is? All right, Aunt May's got a secret. In fact, let's tell me about this news topic.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God, I don't know. I think
that's how we start the article. Oh God,
I don't know. No, it seems like Aunt May, maybe she's going to reveal to Peter finally that she knows he's Spider-Man or something. So it's the talk, they're calling it. So
the talk.
The talk.
Sounds like trouble's brewing.
Oh God. Aunt May drops a bombshell. By the way, we'll discuss this tomorrow on ASM Reviews. Did you notice that Aunt May called him Slick Rick? And we've been calling him Slick Rick for like 5 months. And all of a sudden it catches on and Aunt May's like, hey, Slick Rick. That's Aunt May's boyfriend, by the way, George.
Big Rick.
Big Rick. Oh, we call him Big Rick. Oh, she called him Slick Rick. I thought he matched up what we've been calling him.
What the hell?
Yeah. Aunt May's got another man. The Black Widow's going to strike again and kill him too. Anyway, let's see what the press release from Marvel says. Aunt May drops a bombshell. What else we got? So we're 5 issues from 1,000.
Oh no, that means Jared's going to go.
No, he's not going to die. Where does it talk about what can fans expect from the revelatory issue? There is so much to say, says Joe Kelly, about this issue. It's heartbreaking, for one. Some of the most honest and emotional stuff we've done. Pat Gleason delivers a powerhouse performance and captures everything I'd hoped for. It's also one of those times where you can honestly say, this changes everything. A family secret comes to light that rocks Peter and May to foundations of their relationship. It's huge and it has ramifications past issue 1,000. I try not to oversell things, some of the moments, but this is a big one. Christina, what is it? What is it? You think it's, I've known you were Spider-Man since you were 15. Do you think that's it?
That's what people were speculating online, that's what it might be, but it's
been done.
Yeah, I know somebody joked that she's Peter's mother or something. It's like, no.
Josh just did the trouble. The trouble.
Yeah.
I don't put it past Marvel to try to do something stupid like that again. Hey, Marvel's proven they'll do something stupid before. That's absolutely a possibility.
So I think that is the worst case scenario. That Aunt May is Peter's mom. I think that's
Mhm.
that's bad.
They
Really
did
don't-
some similar thing before during Spencer's run, right? With the kids. Just another super controversial story. I'm blanking on it here, but it's the one where
With the kids, with the
Yeah,
twins.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I don't remember.
Sins past.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
the Osborne
I
twins.
remember
Okay.
that. Yes, they did the
Stacey
big
twins.
controversial thing, and they brought it back here. I
They,
wouldn't put it past
they
them.
retconned it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Josh, what's the big reveal from Aunt May?
He's his mom.
Okay. JR, what do you think the reveal is?
That she and Ben are brother and sister.
Oh, God.
God dang. Okay.
Oh
By the
my
way,
God.
chat, if you have a theory what Aunt May is revealing, put it in chat. I want to hear it. George, what is the reveal from Aunt May? 5 issues from 1,000.
That she can't see me on camera right now.
The what?
No, my mom messaged me and she's like, I can't even see you. Adjust your camera. And then I went over to YouTube and I'm not on there at all.
What do you mean you're not on there at all? I
I'm
see
not
you
on
right
there at
now.
all. You just cut me off. It's Brad, Josh, JR, Christina. I'm not there at all.
What?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to YouTube. Oh, we're going to do some Inception stuff here. Let's go to YouTube and I'll pop it up. All right. Let's see.
Whoa.
Okay, let's go live. How do I not see George? George is... You're right there.
Oh, the one I'm looking at, yeah, it's just like everybody who's not me. Just like vertical.
Well, if you look here, this is the horizontal icon. So this
My
is
mom
for...
says do better, Brad.
Jesus. So here's the vertical. Here's the vertical. And this is for cell phones. And George, you're right there.
I'll send it to you what I'm seeing on YouTube on my end, Brad. The one that cuts me off. The one that is so cruel.
What? I see you, George. Is she on the phone view? I just showed the phone view. George is on the phone view.
She says yes, and she has a thumbs up.
Yeah, there you are, George. You're right there. I'm not cutting anybody off.
Oh, I can say no, but that wasn't like that before. Before it was just y'all and JR.
That's weird. By the way, if you go to, we are now sending 2 signals. We're sending one for tablets. We're sending one for cell phones. If you look at the little icon in the front where it's got a little cell phone, that would be the vertical meant for your cell phone. And the
She
one
was
that has
most
a little
likely
widescreen.
watching the tablet version.
Oh, okay.
But,
look,
but on an actual serious note, what is the secret? I bet it probably is something like they'll try to do some stupid shit like Trouble again.
Again, been done, but and Neo,
Brad, been done.
Well,
Not gonna stop Marvel.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. She has cancer. We just went through that with the Friendly Neighborhood title within the last.
She still
5
has
years.
cancer.
No, she had breast cancer for a little bit. She got better. She survived that.
She had cancer like a while back, like back when I was still reading.
I would say within the last 5 years. That was on a side book. I don't really think they even mentioned
That's
it
still
much.
going on.
No, she's survivor. Here is McNulty's. Uncle Ben and Aunt May have a son that they never told Peter about, who they gave up for adoption. And it's Brian Naring, aka the Spore. Come on,
God.
McNulty, get out of here with that mess.
Could be facade. Could be facade, JR.
Hey, careful. He's been right about a lot of stuff in the past.
Yeah.
He has, but that's real bad.
McNulty manifests that shit like I was talking about earlier. Puts it out in the universe and it just takes form. Yeah.
Well, if you look at it, this is obviously his buddy turns into Spore.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Mushroom Man was taken. The name.
Do you know the Mushroom Man?
The Mushroom Man. The Mushroom Man.
I thought they go with something like the fearsome fungi or something like that.
Ah, the fearsome fungi is cute. But you know what? This is implying, this cover, and you know I love covers, that it's a Ben and a May secret, not just an Aunt May secret. So what the son could be.
Wait, that's supposed to be Ben with that douchey haircut?
I didn't think that looked like Ben either. It doesn't look like Spider-Man either, for that
I
matter.
thought that was this Big Rick guy or whatever, Slick Rick.
No, I'll show you Big Rick.
What now?
No, well, that sounds bad, actually. I'm sorry. I will not show George the Big Rick.
George likes
when,
that.
when
jeez.
Aunt May's going to die, she's probably over 100 now. Now she keeps
Yeah.
getting younger, man. She's younger.
She was over 100 when they first introduced her. She's kind of younger.
Brother or sister is. We've already had Teresa Parker.
That's
I
her
hated
secret.
that.
That's her
I
secret.
hated
She's really
that.
a mutant. She's got an anti-aging thing. She was in the Hellfire Club back in the
Oh,
day.
that's the secret. That's their kid. Teresa isn't the sister; it's his cousin.
McNulty says Peter, Eddie Brock, and MJ are distant cousins.
Oh, please.
Oh.
Millar's not writing this. So.
McNulty also says Plan A, Trouble becomes canon, but while Aunt May is Peter's biological son, she cheated on Uncle Ben, and the burglar is Peter's real dad. Great. Now I can't unsay it. God dang.
We did that the
McNulty.
other night on Discord
Wow.
too.
Jeez,
No.
that's cold.
No, Mike. No, bad, Mike.
George's cat is now sitting in the corner.
My cat's in the other room, up in his cat tree.
Okay. There was a toy show
Whoa.
in New York, and they showed
was.
some new toys that are out. One of them, I think, is so cool, and it's sold out almost instantaneously. So I probably would have bought this, but I don't have an extra $255 to
What?
spend for the Nicholas Hammond Spider-Man from Hot Toys.
Do you know what hot toys are, Brad?
It
They're not
really,
actually toys.
What the name toy is in it, Christina? What do we?
They're not actually
Brad.
toys. They're
Brad.
figures that you can pose and stuff, but they look like
I know.
statues. That's why they're
Like
so
real
much
dolls?
money.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a real boy. Anyway, look at this Nicholas Hammond Hot Toys. I think they limited to 600 figures, sold out instantaneously.
Mm-hmm.
That looks so cool.
Oh. And I'm sure the people will tell me the same thing when I have to buy like yet another character, like a bunch of other characters for my business. But like, I don't get it. Why would you spend this much money on literally a just male Barbie?
Well, I mean, Hot Toys are so expensive.
It's $255.
I know, but look at some of this stuff. Shop all. There's a Mary Jane statue. I think we've shown this before. That is so expensive. Where is it? I'm sitting up on the Daily Bugle. There it is. $705 for this.
Oh, why? No.
705, but it's so pretty.
Big whoop. So is like being able to pay rent.
Like,
Do they come to life and kill my enemies?
Look how cool this looks. I mean, if money was no object, this would be on my shelf. I
It
like
is. It's a lot of objects. It's 705
Yeah.
objects. What?
I know.
It's a big object, Brad.
Who is this for? Who is this for? Who buys this stuff? Who
People
can afford
who have
this?
way too much money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at this one. This one's fun. This one's more reasonable. It's $100. This is the pointing. Well, I get it. You got to buy two of them. You got to get two of them so you can do the pointing meme.
See?
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. I think that's cool. But Hot Toys has so much cool Spider-Man stuff. But my God, the price. The price is just astronomical.
Nuts.
JR, didn't you say you have a limit of how much you buy? Isn't it like $30 or 25, 50? What's your limit on a Spider-Man thing?
$50 is pretty well my limit of what I would spend on anything, unless I really, 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 really had to have it. And I have not, like, for example, I've never bought any of the Bowen statues. I don't buy any of the Green Goblin statues. I mean, I just can't justify it. It's just
$360 for this thing. God bless.
JR, is it something that like if like Brad says, if money's no object, you would want that?
to be honest, sometimes, well, one, I am a man of great principle.
Right.
And
I'm the Queen of
and
France.
I mean, Spider History, for example, is a example of my principles, morality, and truth telling. But seriously though, I just kind of have a moral. I even if money was no object, I don't think I'd buy it. It's like, even if you were rich, there are things that you just would not buy, and I just find it very offensive.
They're rich by not buying all this stuff.
Yeah, I just find it very offensive because ultimately it's like Marvel hates the older fans. Obviously, they've always hated the older fans, but yet they make products that only older fans could buy.
Absolutely.
You
Have
know,
the money for and desire to buy.
yeah. I mean, it's like so they market. You know, they don't want them reading their comics, but then who do they want? You know, they want them buying all this other stuff. So now I just have a. You know, I mean, if money were no object, I would have got some of the Bowen statues for the Green Goblin, like the bust.
Those were cool.
Those were cool. But no, I just, you know, I not $750 for the. I mean, as cool as it looks, absolutely not. Even if I had $1 million. So
I'm the opposite of JR. I would have a whole spider room. Like we're going to do a spider collector tour with my friend Marvin. He expanded onto his house. He built his wife a office, and I showed some pictures to JR. He built a Spider-Man room, and he's been stacking it and putting stuff all over it. So
yeah, I wasn't looking at the Spider-Man room, though. You sent me several pictures, and the one I was looking at was not of his room.
You already have a Spider-Man room, Brad.
I do, but it'd be a whole. It'd be more than a room.
Spider rooms. You got your office and a.
Yeah. Let's just say it would go bigger. It would go bigger.
Heard that one before.
Yeah, with Slick Rick. Now, diabetic Superman. This is a pretty good theory. Aunt May is actually Uncle Ben's killer. What if she accidentally shot him and the burglar didn't?
Whoa, no. What?
Well, that's different. I've not heard of that.
How is she going to be like outside the wrestling match?
What?
Remember, Uncle Ben got shot when the dude like escaped and like left. I don't think he got murdered at home.
Yes, he did.
In the comics, yeah.
What if Aunt May came downstairs because Ben was looking for the? You're thinking of the movies.
No. Yeah, he did, because I remember, because Aunt May already told Peter she blamed herself for it back when she found out he was Spider-Man in JMS.
What if
Because he was like, it's my fault Uncle Ben died. And she was like, no, it's my fault. We got in this huge argument. I was being a bitch, and he drove him away. If he hadn't left the house, he wouldn't have got killed.
I don't mind that theory and if it is tied to a conversation, I know you're Spider-Man. What if Aunt May came down with a gun and accidentally shot somebody in the dark and it was Ben? And then Peter is like, you know what? I thought I'm responsible for Ben's death.
Maybe Aunt Anna, was out, had a little too much to drink, wound up, slamming into somebody. She pulls into Aunt May's driveway. There's a dead dude on the front of the grill, and Aunt May helped her hide the body.
This is that's almost worthy of an issue 1000. I don't know.
No, that would not be.
No, neither one of you on the bottom. What do you guys think on the top? You don't like that idea?
I don't love it.
Can we please not refer to you guys on the bottom and you guys on the top?
George doesn't like being a bottom.
You don't like being a bottom. Oh my God. Oh, McNulty's on my side. The Aunt May killing Uncle Ben by accident when trying to shoot the burglar is something I could easily see.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily see that too. That's the theory that I mind the least.
We know Aunt May's not scared to shoot a bitch.
Remember that Conway issue, I think, or Wolfman, where she's putting a gun on Spider-Man with Doc Ock? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Aunt May knows how to use a gun. What? The Hulk killed Peter's parents? What?
Okay, I haven't seen that. I've seen that in a deleted scene. Captain America saves Peter, young kid Peter, and his parents.
Okay, we're gonna take you to the toy fair. Where was this held? Was it Chicago? I don't know. Anyway, here's a lot of Marvel and Spider-Man toys coming out this year. So we got these. What do we got? These little.
This looks like this Disney chibi crap, or what was it? Tubi
Squishmallows or something like that.
No, he's talking about the Zums.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't like those. Now in the article that I had listed, they said that Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is the #1 toy line for kids, and I think that's just crazy. And
Yeah,
it's
but they
cool.
don't mean the original, Brad. They mean that new shit with Miles and Dead Gwen and all that crap.
Ted
Dead
Gwen.
Gwen.
She's alive in the show.
But George, if we want our character to continue, we need a new generation, the 2 and the 3-year-old crowd, to know who the hell Spider-Man is, or he's going to die.
Doesn't mean you can't use characters that already exist without having
He's
to
already
go to.
do exist.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Miles has been around forever. I'm just saying, there's other relevant characters that you can use that are Spider-Man related. You could be bringing Daredevil to the forefront. Spider-Man and Daredevil along the history. Human Torch. There's a missed opportunity, I think, here.
They do a bit with the Fantastic Four on the show. Like I know that the Thing is in there, and they make reference to Reed at one point, which I've watched the show because it's research for my job. But
see, it's one thing that the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon from the '80s got right, because they expanded on the universe and they made you realize there was more out there going on. Early on, it was one of those things that made me get into other comic books.
Well, give you that. I learned about the X-Men from that cartoon.
See?
I'm coming for you, Charles Xavier.
I know. Like, there you go. There's the Thing. There's the Hulk.
Yeah,
there's
Hulk. That's
why
Reed.
Why has he got a painting on his head?
That's a
That's a fireman's hat.
Oh, okay.
So does Spider-Man. He's got a fireman's hat over here.
Yeah, just like Andrew Garfield's.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it's cute that this little crowd. I think it's neat that they have this little kids. I think that's awesome. So, look, there's the multiple heroes. There's Reed and
yeah. Oh, and they're doing this also now with what is it? Iron Man and his awesome friends.
Oh no! Look at this. This is Symbi. I knew they were going to put Symbi in there somehow. Look at Symbi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the Symbi house.
It's the new generation, Brad.
Exactly.
Get on board with Symbi, Brad.
I don't like Symbi, but yeah.
There we go. That's Iron Man.
That is the cutest Ultron you've ever seen, right there.
Cutest Ultron.
Cutest genocidal robot.
Look at little Loki. So cute. All these little guys.
See, why did we get rid of Superhero Squad if we're just going to keep doing this?
Now that was cute too. I thought
that was a good thing. That was a good property.
Look at Ultron's little kids. Look at Ultron's little kids over here.
The Ultramites.
Ultramites. That's funny. What do we got? Oh, by the way, they put Hulk in an Iron Man suit. Have you seen this in the Iron Man little kid cartoon show?
Well, I mean, it was the same thing. It was the same thing in the MCU as it was with Tony and Peter. After a while, Banner couldn't even be his own man anymore.
This is cool.
In Infinity War, he was wearing a Stark suit.
War Machine Punisher. That looks awesome. They got Hulk with the bunny slippers from the Peter David run. That looks fun. Now the Secret Wars are coming back in this Spider-Man suit. The symbiote is coming over him on this one. But again, $28 for a figure. My God.
Jeez.
$28 for a Marvel Legends these days.
Wait, who's the Constrictor? Who is the Constrictor?
He was an Iron Man villain.
Oh, okay.
So they put the Constrictor.
Fought him before.
He's also fought the Hulk before and Captain America. The Constrictor was I forget. After Hasbro lost the license in the 80s, they released 3 unreleased figures. They did Iron Man, they did a Constrictor, and they did Iceman. So I think it's kind of fun that they've already released an Iceman. They already released a Constrictor.
Iceman was the same as Human Torch. They just made him blue.
Yeah. But I don't understand why they have Magic. Magic was never in the original Secret Wars.
Well, Brad, neither was Constrictor.
Well, if you read the Tom DeFalco 40th anniversary, he worked them in.
That's right.
What else? We have any more Spider-Man stuff? Oh,
Throg.
We got Throg. We got any more Spider-Man down here.
What the hell is a Throg?
Thor Frog.
Thor Frog.
Oh, wow.
From Walt Simonson.
Back in the day, we just call him Thunder Frog.
Thunder Frog. Now, let me pull up this article that I also found where the quote is about licensing and Spider-Man. How that Amazing Friends.
Spider-Man is usually the king of all the licensing.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like superheroes.
Let me do a search for Spider-Man.
This is gonna be scary. That's why I'm
with Marvel. Spider-Man remains a top. So they're interviewing. Who is this guy that they interviewed? Like the guy in charge of. Who's the interview with? Let's see here. Paul Gitter, Executive Vice President of Global Brand Commercialization, Disney Consumer Products, is who they do an interview with.
Cool.
And then he talks about Spider-Man here. Let me pull this up.
Did you just say sup to your web browser?
No. With Marvel, here's the quote. With Marvel, Spider-Man remains a top character for us cross-generationally, creating Marvel fans for life. That you're looking at them in this panel. We have top-tier collaborations inspired by the July theatrical release of Brand New Day, which is Marvel's most expansive product assortment tied to a theatrical release this year. They also have Avengers Doomsday marketing.
That's the most expensive one? Not Doomsday? Really?
Looks like it. We have a wide cross-category assortment inspired by Doctor Doom, as well as some fan-favorite superheroes for Doomsday. But Doomsday comes out in December, so they don't have as much time this year to put out product, I would think.
Yeah.
Disney Junior preschool properties like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Marvel's Spidey and His Amazing Friends are gaining momentum. Where was the quote? Marvel's Spidey and His Amazing Friend is not only a top-ranked streaming series among kids ages 2 to 5, but was also the top-selling preschool toy license in 2025.
See, if I got a kid from 2 to 5, he's watching the original Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Friends.
Any birthday party that I do from ages 2 to 5 is I show up and then the kid gets presents that are all wrapped in the licensing Spidey and His Amazing Friends wrapping paper and the toys from that as well.
I blame the parents. We're letting a whole generation down.
So this leads into, I share a Google Doc, and this is what we go by. I did not put this next item on the Google Doc because I didn't want JR to see it. So JR, I have a product that is coming out, and I would like your reaction.
Spoiler, it's Preparation H.
It's Disney Junior Preparation H. So this is on toy shelves now, JR. You can go down, and I actually saw this at the Lego store a couple days ago. I want to know your reaction, JR, to Norman the Pirate. This is Team Spidey pirate ship. Norman has a pirate hat on.
Water
and I'm gonna blow some pictures. There he is right there. There's Pirate Norman with a treasure map in his hand. JR, reaction.
Well, at least it's better than the goblin dinosaur that Spidey. Oh my God.
Let's take a look at this Spidey pirate ship.
He's coming for
Lego.
that booty, JR.
Why does Spider-Man have a hot dog? Spider-Man needs a hot dog real bad. Okay, anyway.
Spider-Man's coming for Gwen's booty, JR.
Oh my gosh. Look at this. JR, are you going to pick up the... Oh, look, we got Bruce the shark from Jaws chasing Norman Osborn over here. Could this be the shark that ate Morbius?
There you go, JR. You can build this with your son.
He's a little old, but...
Yeah, I was about to say that maybe 20 years ago, but not right now.
There's some other... Oh, there's a video.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a look.
Not really.
That's just a...
It's just a Lazy Susan. This is
a Lazy Susan.
Yeah.
So, there's also more...
50 blocks! Ouch!
Yeah, I know.
That's insane.
So let's look at the other Lego that's out. I want to, because my daughter has suddenly got into Legos and she built this for me.
You know, okay, one thing I do
Peter
like
Parker's apartment.
Yeah, these building things. There's another one of them of like Miles' apartment style thing.
And there's also a Daily Bugle office.
Yeah, they're all stackable.
Now,
like you can
this one I'm probably going to get, and I know JR will love. It's Oscorp. So let's take a look at Oscorp.
Brad, did you hear the key information that Josh just dropped down?
What? I'm sorry, I was pulling up. What did Josh say? I'm sorry.
All these buildings there of these new sets, they're all like interchangeable and stackable. So you can make like different layers of an apartment with the different.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, this is Peter Parker's apartment over here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
say that fast 3 times.
What do you think of? Oh, look at that, JR. What do you think?
I don't know. I may have to, unless it's $50 or unless it's over $50. So I ain't doing.
It's 140.
Oh, what?
It is. You serious?
No, I'm not kidding. It's $149. I almost bought it the other day because I loved it. But Legos, my man, they are not cheap.
Insane.
Legos are. Look at how many bags are in here. JR, do you have the patience to build Oscorp?
You see, it's the same reason I said that I never bought the Green Goblin remake because I know because there's no way I'd either have the patience to put it together, and then I'd probably knock it off the table and send it in a million.
Yeah.
I just.
So Josh, you're saying that Peter Parker's apartment is right here, and it attaches to Oscorp. Is that what you're saying?
It's something like that. Like the other sets we were looking at too. Like there's different ones that you can all.
Boy, that's loud.
Oh, you can hear this?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's kind of fun. All right, let me pull this down. What else we got on the rundown? We're going to talk about toys. Okay, this next one I will do. I'm kind of excited about this one. I saw this news released. I never had a Super Nintendo as a kid. I had the regular Nintendo, but I never had a Super Nintendo. And released on the Super Nintendo in 1994 was Maximum Carnage. I don't know if you guys have ever played the Maximum Carnage game on the Super Nintendo.
I played it on the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Which is a superior system in every way.
Coming shortly is called Maximum Marvel Collection, where they're putting a whole bunch of 90s Marvel games, and you can play them now on your modern system. It includes Maximum Carnage.
Wait, scroll back up. Stop.
Where?
Scroll back down to the screenshot. Stop.
Okay, yeah.
Is that the old no, goddamn, never mind.
Here, I'll show you what games are included. So you got Maximum Carnage.
I was trying to look at a specific thing.
Okay, what do you want?
I was trying to well, it's gone now.
Okay. So the games that are on this, which I think is very cool, you've got the X-Men arcade game. You've got Captain America and the Avengers. So you got 3 versions of that. You got the arcade version, you've got the I don't know what the Mega is, and then the NES version. With the sequel, Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage. So you got Super Nintendo and the Mega. I don't know what the Mega is. Help me out if you guys know what that is. Then the sequel to Maximum Carnage was called Separation Anxiety. And it's also going to have Spider-Man, the X-Men, and Arcade's Revenge. I never got to play that. I'm excited about that.
The Silver Surfer 8-bit. That's the thing I was trying to go up there and see if that was a screenshot of. That I played on...
Me too.
I think it might have been Super Nintendo. I don't remember, but I remember playing that game. And
Yeah,
I think
I did.
What I think it was on regular Nintendo.
It was because I had it.
Yeah,
I had that.
This is the one. This thing was cool.
I liked it a lot. Remember the little silver ball that you put it onto the bottom of your board, and you had multiple guns shooting everything?
Yeah. This game was cool. We played this for damn hours in college.
I did too. I liked it. It had Fire Lord as a enemy. So anyway, here's some screenshots of what's going to be on the game. This is the X-Men arcade game. X-Men and Spider-Man versus arcade.
The X-Men and the Avengers had really cool arcade games back in the day.
What was it? Two back. I played that one in, I think
the X-Men arcade.
Yeah. No, the video game bar we have here in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay. That X-Men game, I remember it had like 5 joysticks on it. One person could be Wolverine and
this is the one where, everyone can play together.
Now, this is like the Game Boy version. This will be on it, which is Spider-Man versus Arcade with the X-Men. I had a Game Boy either. But here, and of course, these games were made 4x3. So on your widescreen TV, you're going to have some bars. It looks like they put the cover art over on the side.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
But yeah, and this is Captain America and the Avengers. So I looked into this because I'm like, oh, sold. I've always wanted to play this. So what I understand is on March 27th, it's going to be a digital release. And so you can go to your PlayStation store or whatever and download it. But if you want a physical copy, which is, I kind of like physical copies, you have to go to this limitedrungames.com and you can get a physical box. And you get, what do you get with it? You get a sticker sheet and a booklet and a foil cover.
Whoa!
I know. And you get a disc. So you want a disc. So I'm going to pre-order
that would be the whole point, would be the disc.
Yeah, I want the disc. I don't
Yeah.
want to download it and have it on a hard drive and swap it. So
Well, here's the thing, and this is why, like, physical media is making a big comeback. That way, you have it and no one can take it away from you.
Yeah, you own it rather than they just decide to stop releasing it on there. And then
There's been a lot of games recently where they'll take them off of whatever platform you bought them on.
Yeah.
And so
I'm excited. Anybody else excited for those games besides me?
I mean, I played them a ton back in the day. I feel like I've already done my time. I'm sure. I'm glad that a lot of other people will play them for the first time. They're a lot of them were quality. Some of them were crap. But
which ones did you like the most of the one we just talked about?
Probably the Avengers and the X-Men arcade games.
Yeah,
they were just really cool.
I played the NES Spider-Man game and I didn't think it was that good. It had Eric Larson art on the cover, and it was Spider-Man versus Sinister 6.
Yeah, there was an NES X-Men game too that you couldn't actually figure out.
It was from the top down, and it was awful.
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah, like you couldn't, and it didn't have like any documentation to explain what the hell was even happening. And they were just like, here's a cartridge, have fun, kid. And you're like,
However, that same company, LJN, who has a bad rap for doing video games, they did the Wolverine game, which I thought was solid.
And NES also had that cool Punisher game.
Oh, I love that Punisher game. I played the heck out of that thing.
Oh,
I love that. That was fun.
The neighbor kids used to come over and watch me play the Punisher game.
Yeah. JR, did you play Nintendo back in the 80s?
Actually, I had the original. Actually, I played Marvel on the Atari.
Yeah, me too.
But I had the original, the Spider-Man and the Green Goblin, where they're just like pixel dots.
2600 Atari one.
Yeah. And then I had the Spider-Man and the Sinister 6 one.
That one wasn't that great. I
still got that one somewhere. No, it wasn't. It is what it is, I mean. So
okay, it is now time. 2 hours in, we are going to do some obscure spider-related topics. No other Spider-Man show will have these on it. So, JR,
what, 2 hours isn't it time to sign off or whatever and go to the next show?
No, we don't have another show tonight.
Oh,
it's tomorrow night,
as long as we want, Jay.
Well,
right.
Isn't it time for bedtime? I mean,
no, it's time for you to bring the funny. Are you ready, JR?
It's time for your grapefruit. Eat your grapefruit.
JR, we're going to talk about some thieves. Take me through these people.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this is part of a story. Well, first of all,
I gotta pop a new do open for this. Hold on.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, everybody get comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, this story is from 2025. So Brad Douglas bringing you last year's news today. So, but actually, and of course, this is in Florida because we have all of our most fun criminals that come out of Florida. But anyway, there's two stories, and the second one is. I might as well call them white trash spider thieves or something. Basically, this couple lived in a van with two cats
down by the river.
No, almost as good though. In the Walmart parking lot in an RV with two cats. Now, here is how this crime started. Now, first of all, okay, you see that guy there?
Yeah.
He woke up one morning. He saw that sleeping next to him. He saw the two cats, saw that he lived in an RV in a Walmart parking lot, and he said, I want to die. Pretty well what every married man says at one time or another. Josh, take notes. I want to die. I'm going to commit a crime and hope that I die during the commission of the crime.
Hopefully the cops kill me.
So anyway, hopefully, thinking that, of course, since he was going to go to Walmart, his wife thought she was going to go shopping, so she invited herself along, and and he said, well, good, I hope that the cops will kill her too.
Hey, yo, jeez. Dark.
So anyway, okay, so the pair were living in but it doesn't really give too much detail on the theft itself. But the pair who were living out of their RV parked in the store's lot with their 2 cats were taken into custody without incident. Fortunately, the cats were safely transferred to animal control. Actually, I was worried more about the cats than these two. A criminal history check revealed both suspects had active non-edible warrants. Now, see, I didn't know that you could eat warrants. I didn't know there were edible warrants. But, hey, I asked my daughter if there are some. And they're from Michigan. See, that was what I forgot to say. It was a traveling couple from Michigan. So before I read the rest of the story, I called Spencer and asked where he and his fiancee were around this time.
Whoa.
Spencer's engaged?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, George.
The boy
whose birth you announced is engaged.
Has he talked to Uncle George about this life-changing decision?
Well, no, he comes to me for all of his advice because I have the wisest advice possible. And plus, I know everything about marriage. Take notes, Josh. I mean, after all, you've heard my pearls of wisdom about marriage for the last 20 years. I ought to write a book, marriage counseling.
Yeah, the name of the book is Don't Do It. By J.R. Fettinger.
The name of the book is For the Love of God, Give Me Peace.
For the love of God, I want to die. He hasn't set a date though. He and she moved into their own apartment, and and Mike. I mean, George literally did announce on the web Spencer's birth when we were both part of Hero Realm. And I had that for the longest time, and I hope I still have it somewhere. But Spencer remembers it. I told him, I showed him. It was the official. That was the official internet announcement of Spencer's birth back in 2001. So
I heralded Spencer.
Yes.
I herald Spencer.
We just want to reiterate, this couple in the Walmart parking lot with 2 cats is not JR's son. If anybody's coming in midstream, this is no relation to JR. These are just 2 randoms. What'd they do? They walked into Walmart and did what?
They stole a Marvel Spider-Man Collector Omega booster cards valued at $574.14. I guess that was it must have been multiple packs or something, I guess. I mean,
I found out what they are. I went to Walmart, and it's for the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man game.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I guarantee you somebody was hiding something up in their prison pocket.
Oh,
hey yo!
Yeah, didn't they have a what was it? A Tombstone in jail story where they were hiding things. Anyway, whatever.
So I have some pictures of what these cards look like. And Jerry, you can keep talking if you like about what they are, but there's some pretty cool looking cards.
Anyway, they now face local theft charges and were booked in the St. Lucie County Jail. More intelligent criminals from Florida, because that's where the most intelligent criminals come from. That's where Florida man comes from. Anyway, police summed up the weekend with a lighthearted remark. It's not our ideal way to have fun on a double date, but to each their own. Okay, no Leslie Nielsen's here, folks.
Here's the Norman Osborn booster card, or maybe it's a regular card. George, you know Magic better than I do.
I really don't.
There you go. There's a Norman Osborn card for JR.
I know I don't like blue decks. That's about it.
Blue what?
Blue decks. The blue decks can die and go to hell. I wouldn't piss on a blue deck if it was on fire.
What's wrong with a blue deck?
Blue decks are basically like they nullify anything that like your opponent wants to play against you. Yeah. So like you're saving up, to do something cool, right, in the game, and then you finally do it, and you're like, "Ha, I have you now," and then they're like, "Ha, no, pick it up, burn it, it's over." Smoking.
So it's okay. So
it's very frustrating. I actually got into Magic for like 2 weeks, and the blue deck made me quit. I was like, no more, go to hell.
Okay. Anyway, that's some pictures of the cards that were allegedly stolen by that couple in the Walmart parking lot with their 2 cats. And okay,
actually, and I don't want to take up too, but actually, the first story I think is actually funnier than the Spider-Man story.
Oh, let's go back to it. I did not see it. Let's take a look at it.
The Airbnb party, and part of it is the way it's written. Because they're probably journalists from the Brad Douglas School of Journalism. But it was on Saturday.
I'm not sharing it. Hold on, let me share this. Okay. I was distracted by how much I'm getting hammered in this story.
Ain't no party like an Airbnb.
These are a couple of handsome criminals.
What did they do? What did they do?
Here we go. On Saturday night, the Port St. Lucie Police Department, because we're still in Florida, of course, said its officers responded to multiple disturbance calls at a home in, blah, blah, blah. The home, which the police said was rented through Airbnb, was hosting an open house party with more than 200 juveniles in attendance.
Holy good Lord.
Now, but here's the way this story is written. Police said it discovered rampant underage drinking and even a cover charge for it.
Okay, listen. Okay, listen. No, listen.
Jeez.
Cover charge for entry on a house party is legit. You've got to recover the cost of that keg somehow.
Well, I'm not questioning that. It's just the way that it's like.
Okay, I'm just saying before we lose our damn minds.
They're about to send dozens of drunk teenagers out on the street,
and they charge for entry.
But it's even when you say something blah blah blah. Even basically, even is supposed to be something even worse, just as bad or even worse. So, you expect that it would be they discovered rampant underage drinking and even a stripper pole, or they discovered underage drinking and even Michael Vick running a dog fight in the backyard.
This is a family stream, Fettinger.
Wow.
Anyway, okay. It's like, okay, they're going to send all these drunk kids out in the world. That's fine, but they tried to make money. I don't know. I just find that amusing. And then, of course, you look at these two. The host, 56-year-old Rosema Isaac, and her boyfriend, 39-year-old Logar Thylas or whatever. But anyway, if she's 17 years older than him, I think a DNA test is in order, because I don't know that they're boyfriend and girlfriend. And if they are, then that should be illegal, because they're probably related much closer than that. Anyway,
sticky fingers.
They were fully aware of the illegal activity. Okay, so what?
Alleged. We don't want to get sued.
Allegedly. What? So what? They were just sitting watching TV. The cops busted in and said, "Oh, by the way, there's 200 underage juveniles drinking in this house." Really? Where? But they were fully aware of the illegal activity.
And these two were not invited. They were in a Walmart parking lot with 2 cats looking
for
Spider-Man cards.
Not a fun double date or something at the end?
Those two double dating.
The best thing about this whole page is the look of the cop on the right, up there at the top on the sidebar. Just that's the look of somebody who's like 2 weeks away from retirement. He is literally Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon.
Too old for this.
He's literally just sat on the toilet and realized that there's a bomb rigged to it. And he's like, oh,
all right, JR, any more thoughts on the two cats down by the van? And
no, well, I wish the cats good luck. I hope they get a better draw with their next set of owners.
Yeah.
I tell you, if I lived in an RV and if I was living in an RV with a couple of cats, I'd probably want to kill. I'd probably commit a crime, so I'd do suicide by cop as well. So,
Binkman, this is a family stream, Fettinger. Tell that to Linus. That's how we start. I agree, Binkman. McNulty.
I'm starting to think he's not from Oklahoma. I'm starting to think he's from Missouri, the show me state.
He showed me something. Sure, I'll pay $200 if it means not showing my ID second teen, but doesn't fake ID cost less than that?
If you're paying $200 for a fake ID, you're getting robbed.
Marriage advice from JR is like food recipes from Hannibal Lecter.
Mr. Comics is on fire tonight. Holy cow!
If you're paying $200,
he's given Hornacek a run for his money.
McNulty wants to know if Spencer's wedding will be Spider-Man themed. Just so Brad, have JR cover it on Spider News. There you go.
If you're paying $200 for an ID, it better be because somebody's cousin works at the DMV, and they're cutting it there.
Okay.
I was about to
all
say,
right.
now I think about it, maybe it'll be like the marriage of John Jameson and Mary Jane, and I'll be Jonah, So,
George, JR, I just got this, and you should put this on the groom's cake. I got the wedding pops. Mary Jane in the wedding gown, and Spider-Man has a wedding ring on his finger. This would be perfect on the cake.
So they don't want it. Marvel didn't want it to admit it happened. They didn't want it to happen, but they're damn sure going to license it.
But they'll sell the hell out of it to a guy that was there in '87. Yeah.
Oh yeah. and they'll keep putting Mary Jane on variant covers.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't stop them from using Gwen. Gwen's dead.
She got better. JR, we're headed to Peru.
Oh. Wow. Marcos and is that the artist who works with Dan Slott? He was tangled. Did he get caught doing something?
Not Narcos. Not Marcos Martin. Narcos. Troubled in Spider's Web.
Oh.
I will play the video here. I'll lower this.
Oh, teams.
JR, what's happening?
Well, let's see here. Spider-Man did not get invited. There's my pumpkin bomb. That's where it went. Spider-Man was not invited to a party, so he got mad and called the cops, and they raided it. So I'll show you assholes. You'll invite me to your next party. Anyway, this is a drug case down in South America. So that's kind of like finding a drunk Irishman at St. Patrick's Day party in Chicago. So anyway, so it's November 3rd. Which 2025, and probably in Missouri, they're getting ready for elections to vote for more dead people. Anyway, so
it's funny because it's true.
Now the story says, wait a minute here, because I printed off another. I actually printed off what was really going on, and
the pills are wearing off.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
For you or JR?
JR, the pills are wearing off. You can tell.
Well, yeah, the anti-Alzheimer's drug is starting to wear off. Anyway, all right. Anyway, when you look at this, Spider-Man obviously has been eating Halloween candy a little too much because this did happen around Halloween. And I don't even know if it's a real Spider-Man. It's a movie Spider-Man costume, so it's probably a knock. He's probably a fake Spider-Man. It's not the real Spider-Man, boys and girls. Just so you know. Just kind of like when you go to Walt Disney World, that's not the real Mickey and Goofy there, just so you know.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
There's little children listening.
My entire business, but continue.
Yeah.
Anyway, police in Peru had their spidey senses tingling on Halloween. Yeah, I'll bet. And more probably. Because they busted 3 suspected drug dealers with the help of an undercover officer in costume as Spider-Man. So, I just kind of imagine this guy, the drug dealers, hey, what's, nothing suspicious. There's a guy in a Spider-Man costume just hanging around, nothing funny about this. But
listen,
actually,
if you're in Peru and it starts tingling, see a doctor and get rid of it.
Anyway,
you're in Peru and it starts tingling, see a doctor. There you go.
So Spider-Man was knocking on the door of this drug house and said, "Hey, I was looking for my friend Harry Osborn. Is he here?" Here the 3 folks who were arrested on Halloween by Spider-Man and company were allegedly involved in drug trafficking. Wow! Oh wow! And you're going to tell me Al Capone was a bootlegger, huh? Okay. And police say they seized 2,100 packets of cocaine paste. So I guess that's what kids in school lick in South America, right? Cocaine paste. So anyway, but anyway.
Cocaine.
Actually, when it said the story was based in Peru, I was hoping that it was Frank Castle going after Joran Vandersloot, but apparently
that would be based.
So, but anyway, here's what really happened, boys and girls, because Uncle JR does his research. Maybe not as much as the incredible, what's his name? The Credible Hulk, who always
Mark Alford,
cites his sources. But anyway, I had this translated because it was like, what the hell? It was like Spider-Man, Turna, Della, and of course I didn't take Spanish. I took one semester of French and forgot every word. I said, what the hell is Spider-Man Turna? And anyway, Spider-Man Turna, an undercover agent of the Turna group, which is actually Green Squadron, is what it is. Oh, okay. So dressed up as a superhero to blend in during an intervention in the district of Groove in November 2025. Now, I don't know if that's really the district's name. This was an internet translation. Okay. But this is true. The Green Pasta Goblin, the alias given to the alleged leader of a drug micro-marketing gang, identified as blah, blah, blah. The name is a play on words between the Marvel villain and the cocaine paste that he sold. The capture occurred in the context of Halloween festivities. The agents found more than 2,000 drug wrappers hidden inside decorative pumpkins. Well, it turns out this isn't the. This
sounds like Norman.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, they got me. That's my pumpkin, Mom. Anyway, so this isn't the only time they do the technique of wearing costumes such as Santa Claus superheroes or even capybaras, which is some little rodent, is a common strategy of the Peruvian National Police Turner Group to approach criminals in dangerous areas without raising suspicion. Okay. Say America tried this, all right? You're going into like the South Bronx or East LA or whatever. You're dressed as Spider-Man. Yeah, nobody's going to be suspicious, right? You're not going to raise any suspicion rubbing around in the ghetto dressed as Spider-Man. But to each his own. So anyway, boy, I hate to see Marcos get tangled. I wonder who Dan's going to have draw his story. So. Anyway, that is another edition of Spider Morons, brought to you by the Brad Douglas News Service, where we get all our news from a hoarder's house that we raided all the newspapers and just, in fact, that's why Brad's a teacher instead of a journalist these days, because they finally found out that he was getting all his news stories from a hoarder's house. He stole all the newspapers. He was reading them, but being Missouri,
I'm so sorry. His audio just cut out. I can't quite understand. I think he was doing a compliment towards me, but let's check back in with the audio. All right. Welcome back, JR.
Anyway, Missouri,
And then it's still going in and out. I'm not quite. Anyway, thank you for that in-depth report.
In Missouri,
audio. Anyway. Thank you, JR, for that investigative reporting from 5 months ago.
Hey, it's more recent than a lot of the stories you put on here.
Well, we don't do Spider News, but a couple times anymore.
I'll never forget, like one time you made JR cover something from like Wizard magazine, and he was like, "Breaking news from 1997."
Oh my God! Okay.
Before we do there's still the infamous never aired Spider News story about the poor 7-year-old that got hit by a car.
And Brad was like, "Bring the funny."
Yeah. He said, "Bring the funny," and I'm reading this, and it's a story about a 7-year-old kid who got in a hit and run, and he's wanting me to bring the
I did not read the whole thing. I apologize.
And George kept interjecting. He's making fun of Brad, not the kid. So, but anyway, Brad, if you give me a story about somebody dressed as Spider-Man, an ICE agent dressed as Spider-Man, I am not doing that one. I am not doing that. That would get the crawl space offices firebombed.
I would agree. That would raise some stink. Okay, before we do final thoughts, I want to tell you that we're going to be back tomorrow night. If you enjoyed what we were doing, We've got 3 big shows coming up tomorrow night. We're going to review. Well, yeah, this is George is gone. This is after tonight. He's gone. We're going to review the wrap up of Spider-Man in Space. Again, this is going to start at 6 p.m. Central. We're going to review those issues. And then we're going to do another stream. And this is going to be the beginning of us reviewing Death Spiral. Oh. So we've got the Death Spiral one-shot. We got ASM number 986 and 987.
We can't do that without George. We have to have George for this one.
He wouldn't read that for love nor money.
I don't know. I mean, he might if on the camera the whole time was just Linus's butt.
George is not paying for this crap.
I can't imagine George on a monthly show debating why Mary Jane is in the symbiote suit. I mean, he would just it would blow his mind. He couldn't take it. Anyway, that show is going to take place at 8 p.m. Central. If you'd like to join us for that, and I booked an hour and a half for that one since we've got 4 issues we're going to plow through, and then we're going to do even more issues. And this is exclusively for our Patreon show. If you want to see it, it's at patreon.com/crawlspace. We're going to do the last issue of Ultimate Spider-Man number 24. George started reviewing that months ago,
and then I dropped it because it was boring as hell. Nothing was happening.
Dropped it. We're going to
and then I read on Discord where people started saying the same thing, but like a year and a half later.
Then we Ultimate Endgame is wrapping up the Ultimate Universe. We got the issue of Venom that we missed. The Spider-Man 94 miniseries by J.M.D. Mateus, where he revisits the Spider-Man cartoon of the 90s. Then we have a J. Michael Straczynski miniseries. We're going to wrap up that. Issue 345 called Amazing Spider-Man Torn, which was actually not a bad story. I like that a lot. Then the Spider-Man and Wolverine miniseries, or I thought they were launching it as an ongoing, but that's wrapping up. We're going to review the last 3 issues, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to take a look at the last 2 issues of Black Cat, which if you're not reading, it's a very good book. I'm enjoying Black Cat.
What is happening in those covers, though? What the heck?
So, yeah, this one was kind of controversial with Mary Jane and giving that look about the Venom. And I call this The Cat's Got Your Tongue, where Felicia has got a hold of the Venom tongue right there. So that was kind of controversial.
You dirty bastard.
What do they call that in Japan? Hentai or something like that?
I don't think that's what we're going for.
I don't know what they call it over there, but it's $100 extra.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And then we have the last issue of Miles Morales Spider-Man number 42 of this volume. We're going to look at the last issue of that, which Spider-Man comes back from space early to help out Miles in that book. So if you want to check that episode out, it's exclusively on Patreon. We start that at 8:45 tomorrow night. If you would like to join us for 3 big shows, it's a really big shoe. That was an Ed Sullivan reference that a lot of people did not get. Mr. Comics, at least JR's news. We all know George's Spider movie review that never happened. What does that mean? I thought what was he going to review?
X-rated stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we've hidden that. In 20 years, there are some episodes that have no longer on the internet because we would like to be gainfully employed.
That was one of my finest episodes.
It was, and it's not out there for the public. All right, we're going to do final thoughts. JR, final thoughts on Spider News.
I just can't wait till the next time I get to catch up on Spider Morons.
I tell you what, it's not hard to find them. You just search Spider Crime and it says JR. It's like in flashing letters. It's like it's talking to me. All right, George, final thoughts.
I cannot guarantee that my cat's not going to moon y'all again. Listen, I try to teach him right and wrong, and he looks at me and he's like, I do what I want.
Yeah, that's a cat for you.
I respect it. I get it.
Yeah. Hi, Linus. What's going on?
I would do anything for this furry kid.
Look at him with a heart. The internet doesn't see that very often. George, oh, there it is. Get that. Christina, final thoughts.
His heart grows 3 sizes whenever the cat's around. So,
Christina, final thoughts. You're going to be joining us tomorrow night. Oh, you're muted, Christina.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yep, you're back.
Yep. Tomorrow's going to be some interesting books.
What of those satellites do you have? I forget which one you got.
Spider-Man 94.
Yeah. I was not a big fan of that, and I like J.M. DeMatteis a lot. Early reaction? Did you like it or not like it? Thumbs up or thumbs down or halfway? Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, Josh. Final thoughts, my man.
Yeah, no, I second what Christina said. Tomorrow night's going to be interesting. I had some books to read.
Which one are you reviewing? Which one's on the satellites are you doing?
I think I'm on Torn 3, 4, and 5.
Torn's good, man. I like Torn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Have you read 1 and 2?
No.
Oh, I read 1 and 2.
I'm going to read that first, of course. Yeah, so I know what's happening.
Yeah. And you also have, are you in the Spider Space one? I think you're reviewing that one, aren't you, Josh?
Think so. Maybe. One of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Chat, thank you for watching us. This has been fun. It's always fun to do a spider. All right, let's see the kitty. Honorary pet member Linus Berriman right there. Crawl Space alum. There we go. All right. Everybody, thanks for watching. We will see you tomorrow night for even more fun.
Josh, good luck getting married because I probably won't see you again for like a year and a half.
No. Are you gonna come meet me in with Brad again in July?
Are you coming back in July?
If you're gonna come watch the movie with us, yeah.
Well, now I have to.
There you go. JR,
I was planning on skipping it.
Huh?
You gonna come join us and watch the movie together?
JR, how many miles apart are we?
You're not that far away, Fettinger.
I'll be driving. I can pick you up on the way.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if Josh knocks on JR's house? Get in the car, JR. We're going to Brad's.
Well,
okay.
fortunately, hopefully by then I'll have my Ring camera and I'll know not to open the door.
Ouch!
What a jerk!
All
right, everybody.
Makes sense.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in. As